In the world of Radio Shock Jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their offspring.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
What happened to your socks?
I don't know what happened.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, now I got his skin is completely black. Oh my God.
This is where entertainment is going.
Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, Roland's got a paddle. Oh my God, Roland's on him. Who saw this coming?
They are sick freaks.
1, 2, 3, go.
B-Rock is attempting.
Give us a thumbs up if you're all right.
Shut up. It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get the show on the road. Ah. Howdy. I'm hoping someone's alarm is going off right now.
Oh, God, that's got to be so annoying.
Wake up, time to go to your loser job. Wake up, time to go to your loser job.
Hey, that was me. You sit at the edge of your bed and go, oh, this sucks. That's what I did for many years. I still do that.
Hey, we're very excited today because we just learned that Britney Spears is somewhere in New York City, and we're going to find her, and we're going to kidnap her, and we're going to get her the help that she needs. Yeah. No, we're not. We hope she dies in New York City.
You want to see that news camera view of the sheet coming out
of the? I want to see
gurney.
I want to see body bag footage. Yeah.
Oh,
where the belly's bloated for whatever reason.
Out of some hotel.
Yeah, some just awful hotel. The Chelsea Hotel. Oof. She's in town though. We're trying to figure out what to do with Britney Spears. I was thinking of like offering some cold hard cash to the person that brings Britney to us.
That's like kidnapping, huh?
Wouldn't be the first time we did a kidnapping bit on our show. You know that.
I know. I was there.
You were part of the Nighttime Attitudes
yes
kidnapping show.
Bring us a 7-Eleven convenience store worker. Worked. People showed up, and the workers had no clue why they were there.
That will be in the book.
Yeah,
you gotta write about the time you actually encouraged your listeners to kidnap pretty much a 7-Eleven worker, a foreign. Yeah. Could you imagine doing this bit today? This bit we actually did, Anthony and I, way back when we first started. I had some stupid Grateful Dead tickets to give away. And I said, all right, look, we had people bring in animals for the tickets.
Yeah.
That was the famous goat thing.
When the goat did its business all over the floor.
Is that picture still on the internet somewhere? It's probably buried deep in Foundry Music.
I'm sure. Buried
very, very deep. Of you with a massive afro getting like, you know what in the head-butted in the you know whats. Because someone brought that in for Grateful Dead tickets. And then there was a whole week of giving away these tickets, you know, being a music jock. And
yeah.
So you kind of like try to have a little fun with it. So one night, you know, I don't have to check with anybody. Back in the day, you didn't have to check with lawyers and program directors.
You just did it.
You just did it and hoped for the best. So I just went on the air and I went on the air and I said, hey, first person that brings us a foreign, has to be foreign.
Yeah.
And we're gonna look at the license and everything, or the green card, or what have you. A foreign 7-Eleven worker gets to go to the Grateful Dead, and we'll throw in a T-shirt and a bumper sticker and a coffee cup.
And boy, they showed up.
Boy, did they. This lady showed up blindfolded. This is as real as it gets, and she had no clue where she was when when they took off the blindfold, and she was standing in front of a mic. And she was like,
I don't know where I am. Why? But a thick accent.
Right.
She goes, I don't know who these people are or why I'm here.
And she had the uniform on and everything. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, the old days.
I don't know if I have audio of that. I saved a bunch of those shows, but I got to find them. They're all just buried somewhere in a box. So then I was thinking maybe we do that with Britney Spears today, and then it reminded me, times have changed.
Yeah.
That might be a jail sentence now.
Could be kidnapping.
Back in the day, it wasn't a jail sentence, but in 2008...
She still have her security guards with her and stuff?
No, she's pretty much on her own.
On her own?
She's hanging with a paparazzo.
What's she doing in New York?
What's she doing breathing at this point?
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Was it in the paper reporting she's in New York?
Nah, TMZ.
Oh, TMZ? What did they say she was doing here?
TMZ.com. She jumped on a plane out of Van Nuys or however.
Van Nuys.
Out there in L.A., private jet. Landed in Teterboro around a couple hours ago with the paparazzo that she's been hanging out with. She's hanging out with a paparazzo. That's how bad her life has gotten. You know, the guys that are basically hunting her.
Yeah.
She decided to take one of them into her home.
Boy, he must be, like, thrilled.
Oh, my God.
He gets the exclusive.
We all thought she was, unobtainable.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're
anyone could get her.
If you're a guy, if you're a girl, if you're listening to our voices right now, you have a chance, especially if you live in the New York City area, that Britney is going to bang you tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely doable.
It's very doable.
In the old days when she was real hot and relevant in the music scene, there was no way you'd look and go, "Oh, that's impossible."
Right.
She's up on a pedestal. There's no way to get her. Now, any guy with a little bit of game can get her.
They don't know why she's in New York, but she's here with the paparazzo. Jimmy, say paparazzo.
She's here with the paparazzo.
Paparazzo.
They like to be called paparazzos.
Photographer.
And Dr. Phil is taking a beating in the paper over that.
Is he?
Good.
Yeah, very good. Everyone saw through that crap that he was going to do a whole intervention Britney show on TV. It's like if you really cared about Britney, you would do it behind the scenes, not on a TV show. He basically said, and now he's saying he didn't say this, that he was going to get Britney and her parents on the show.
Yeah.
Boy, that's really helping.
And then he visits her and makes an assessment of her mental health and then goes on TV and pretty much just blabs about what he saw.
Yeah.
Things that are completely unethical.
Yeah.
As a psychiatrist or a mental health professional, he just blabs about his assessment of her mental health.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that.
Nah, Dr. Phil.
Jackass.
He's a phony.
He certainly is.
He's an absolute phony.
And he's unlicensed in California, and his license in Texas lapsed.
So he's nothing.
Exactly. He's been classified. It says in 2002 they convened a panel to rule if he was acting as a clinical psychologist in need of a license. It was determined he was doing more entertainment than psychology.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's not even a real.
And he looks too much like Jeffrey Tambor. Hey, now. He just looks too much like him.
From the Ropers.
Before we continue, I just got a little taste.
Yeah.
A bunch of people are going to know what this is, and guess what? A bunch of you just won't know at this point. This?
Yeah.
Pretty recent.
I like this.
Just a little taste.
The king shall be received.
Strap in.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archer split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Mother Nature on the run in the 21st century.
That's all you get. That's all you get for now. What an ass.
Well, I dreamed I saw light.
I want to play that part 10 times today.
Yeah, the very beginning.
The very
That's
beginning.
when it kicks in.
Yeah. We're going to get this part stuck in your head for the rest of the day. Hopefully for the whole weekend. Just isolate the first part, somebody in the office for me.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming. Something about a queen.
That's all I want right there.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor calling.
Oh,
something about the queen.
You're not going to believe who that is, by the way. That's
good.
If you don't know already.
that's good? You like that?
Yeah. That's got
Yeah.
a nice. It's got a throaty quality to it.
He put his own style to it,
Like the
which is
lyrics?
good. Anyone could just sing it the way
Yeah.
Neil Young did, but
Yeah, sure. This is
know.
this is very special.
This is not an original song.
No, this is after
no.
the Gold Rush, Jimmy. Neil Young. But this isn't Neil Young, of course.
no.
One more time.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
It's really amazing how they got like the Sound of Music in there, and they got like the shower water sound out.
No, it's not rot gut.
Linger longer. I'm bringing back the linger longer instead of the.
I just like.
And just kind of screwing off for the first break. Are you now sniffling?
That's more than a sniffle. He's blowing a boatload of snot out of his nose.
What do you got going on, Jimmy? You got a little cold now too?
Now my whole life has been a long act of torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nose.
Jimmy's got bad sinuses.
Man, wherever you go in New York, people are just sneezing,
Captain
and blowing
Trips.
their nose.
That's
And
it.
runny
Super
eyes.
flu. We're done for.
I was thinking today on the way in how nice it would be. Like I would probably cry if I just could breathe good.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'd
Poor
cry if I
Jimmy.
could breathe bad. I'm very emotional.
Hey,
You're just a mess with all of your senses. you have to have your eyes fixed. Your nose is screwed up. You can't put any kind of little earbuds in your ears,
No, that's
so you're
me.
hearing,
Fetus ears.
and just crap comes out of your mouth. You're a potty mouth.
But you know what? I have a great sense of smell, believe it or not.
Really?
I really do. Despite my awful sinuses and the fact that I smoked for 17 years. I have a good sense of smell.
by the way, someone is trying to guess who's singing
You.
this song.
Uh-huh.
Blue Healer from Kentucky writes, "My name's William, and I like to wear dresses."
My name is William, and I like to wear dresses.
You think that's who's singing
Well, I
this?
dreamed I saw a knight in armor.
One more time. This will be stuck in your head. You'll be humming this at work today. You'll be in the bathroom looking at yourself in the mirror trying to imitate this.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen.
Wait a minute.
What? Dreamed I saw a knight in shining armor saying something about a big fat person. What?
Try it at home. It's fun.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in
Armor
saying something about a
queen. What?
Can't get enough of that. And just quickly, because I know we're a show that mostly talks to men, but we can't help ourselves today. There's a picture in the Daily News of Kim Cattrall. You know, the Sex and the City bombshell.
The sex pot from Sex and the City.
They call her the sex pot.
This is great.
And they're filming a Sex and the City movie because we just can't get enough.
We
of
didn't
Sex
have
and the
enough.
City. So now you need a movie. And Anthony is holding up the picture of the sex pot. to the Pal Talkers out there, so they could check out the picture as well. And for everybody else in America, we'll put the picture up on onaradio.com. And basically, it's Kim Cattrall. She's in a granny version of a bikini. It's the only way to explain it.
It is the worst bikini on one of the worst bodies ever.
She's pretty much wearing Bruno Sammartino's wrestling shorts. Ivan Putski's wrestling shorts. Stephen S. from Bay Shore, do something with that later today, and definitely get some pictures of Bruno Sammartino or one of those old-time wrestlers like Chief Jay Strongbow.
Yeah.
And put it right next to the picture of Kim Cattrall so you can see what she's wearing. Basically, old-school wrestling shorts that go way above her belly button. But don't go too far down on the leg. You know what I'm saying here? So it's way up on the leg, but then goes way past her belly button. This is supposed to be some kind of bikini, and then the top that's holding back those boulders.
She has square breasts. I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah,
they're square on the bottom, like they're not round.
Right.
It's the oddest thing.
And then in the picture, because they know this is the best she can look, is by giving her like kind of a grandma bikini. They know it's not really covering up enough of the hurt.
Oh, dude!
So she's wearing some kind of coat. I thought it was a sweater, but now that I see the color photograph, it's a coat to try to cover up the rest of the mess. And then the Daily News, because they're a bunch of pussies, writes, Bikini Bombshell. They're calling her the Bikini Bombshell. Kim Cattrall in character as sultry Samantha.
Sultry?
Shoots a Sex and the City scene on the beach in Malibu. There's nothing bikini or bombshelly about this picture.
What, are they doing a movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why can't anyone be honest about the Sex and the City girls? They're not sexy.
No.
No, one is kind of cute.
The dark-haired one?
Yeah, she's kind of cute.
She's like, walking around with the rest of them.
Right, well.
She looks like hot, but...
Right. So... There's Kim Cattrall, your bikini bombshell. We'll put the picture up on onaradio.com. We saw this picture in the caption. We just started openly laughing. We could not believe that the Daily News is that wussified, that they wouldn't say the real thing here, that she never was hot to begin with, and she's definitely lost it since the show went off, HBO or whatever it was.
Since Porky's, she lost it.
And I wish my brother would call in with his freaking, Samantha.
Speaking of Porky's.
Impression, right.
I got porked last night.
Yeah. Did you?
They'll be sitting down at a table eating little lunch.
Right.
All the girls together. And they'll be talking about something innocent. And then Samantha's got to sex it up by talking about how it ties into how she was just savaged the night before. Just ravaged and savaged the night before.
By some Obama voter.
Yeah. Speaking of bombshell,
right.
I took a big boy.
Everything has.
I took little man and fat boy last night.
My face looked like Nagasaki.
Oh, it's just awful.
Yeah. I played Pearl Harbor. I made believe I was a battleship. That old one. No, what is that old gag? She couldn't be the battleship, yeah. I made believe my man was the battleship, and I came by and blew the hell out of him.
Right. So.
Oh, wow. I thought
with
semen.
Oh, it could be that, too.
Yeah,
sailors. Yeah, so... There you go. Ugh. That's how we start today. Oh, wait. One more of these, though.
How come you only play one verse, though? I'd love to hear like a little more.
A little later in the show.
I love that.
I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen.
Come on, you want to do it at home. Come on.
That is just an abomination.
It sure is. It sure is. And there is another song, too. You want me to give you a piece of the other song?
Yeah.
All right, just a piece.
Good God, you're everything. Take one. Good God, you're everything I see.
You got the touch.
Right, exactly.
You got the power. That's great.
Good God, you're everything.
Yeah, good God, you're everything.
Good God, you're everything I see. Good God, you're everything to me.
Who saw that coming?
Oh.
You got the touch.
Same voice.
You got the power.
The magic's on those tapes, man. Yeah. You got the touch. All psych.
All is said and done. You never walk, you never run. You're a winner.
This was so good.
You know the streets. Break the rules. Take the heat. You're nobody's fool. You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough.
This is going to get him out of porno, man.
You got the touch.
Make him a star. That is so good.
It's so perfectly awful.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Yes, the song was featured in the Transformers movie.
Good God, you're everything I see.
Same type of
Good
sound.
God, you're everything to me.
Good God, shut up.
That's all you get right now. I'm sorry, but that's all you get.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We're off to a fine start today. Fine start. Brittany in New York City. Kim Cattrall looking like a mess at the paper today. What else are we going to make fun of today? Huh? What else? Oh, the meter maid. Oh, Jimmy. We got a story for you.
I think the ticket.
Yeah. Oh, we got a story for you.
Those useless things that walk around handing out tickets.
We'll get into it next. And what else? Oh, the Golf Channel thing's got a bit of legs. We'll talk about that next.
Because Reverend Al's getting involved.
Stupid Reverend Al's getting involved. Does he?
He's outraged.
Does he have to get involved with everything?
Of course he does.
And then what else? We got the Hillary thing we asked for. The different voices of Hillary.
Oh, good.
We're going to be doing that today. And
is it a montage?
Montage.
There he is. Shut up.
Sorry. And other stuff that's coming to the table as we speak. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Stay there. Hey, good morning. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi.
I want to start this break by reading something. Ooh. I'm a good reader.
Reading's stupid.
Not a great reader, but a good reader. I read from the New York Post from their January 24th, 2007 paper, almost a year ago. Donald Trump will never be a guest on Opie and Anthony again.
Wow. A year ago.
The XM satellite radio duo begged him to come on recently to discuss his feud with Rosie O'Donnell. Trump agreed. But after his interview, the shock jock sent out a press release claiming Trump had called into the show, implying he was hungry for publicity. Everybody in the world was trying to get me on their show. I turned down Larry King, Trump told Page 6.
Yeah.
The idea that I call these two slobs is laughable.
Maybe someone said, "Did you call them slobs?" And he said, "The idea that I called these two slobs is laughable." Because why would anyone call you slobs?
I read that today because at 7:30, Donald Trump will be calling the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yes.
And it says he'll never be a guest on the Opie and Anthony Show again.
But did anybody,
according to this article in the Post from almost a year ago.
no, I don't think anyone implied that he was hungry for publicity when he called in the show. Like,
No, some ass trying to get us in trouble with Donald Trump because Donald Trump called our show because he was promoting something, and it just so happened to be around the time that he was going after Rosie. So we asked him about the Rosie stuff. But by the way, he did call us. We didn't call him. He was scheduled to call our show. We just had perfect timing on the whole thing. We never sent out a press release whatsoever. We kind of bragged a little that we had Donald Trump on in the middle of this crazy Rosie
The
stuff.
big controversy with Rosie, yeah.
That was a big coup for the radio show, and that's all we did. But someone took that and gave this to Page 6 in the New York Post, and Page 6 from the New York Post, they hate our guts. So any chance they could give us a little, they're going to do
jab.
it. They're going to do it. So, but it should be interesting because Donald Trump will be calling in less than an hour.
Yeah.
why wouldn't he find out the what happened though? Because it's almost like someone from the Post probably said to him, they said you're calling the show just to get on the when no one said that.
Right.
Well, you should have probably checked that first.
Well, that's how things work in this world, though. No one checks anything.
No, not in showbiz.
No.
And he is in showbiz, and that's what he does. He builds some stuff, so I hear.
Look, I'll say this: I would rather have him in charge of the Tavern on the Green, all these things. When he takes something over, it just gets fixed.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep.
Throws money at it and it gets fixed.
Why are you kissing his ass?
Already?
We're in the middle of a war with him.
Are we?
It's going to get ugly.
Slobs.
Yeah, let him try
slobs.
to get Tavern on the Green. I don't know. That's my big comeback. Yeah, I won't eat there ever, like I never have. I can afford it.
All right, let's calm everybody down.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen.
I like that part. Sing something. He has to fit singing. Knight in armor calling, sing something about.
Yeah. By the way, some people will care about this, and others will be like, yeah, whatever. But yesterday, I told everybody that the Opie and Anthony show in the latest ratings was number 2, men 18 to 49. Now, why is that important, Anthony? Why is that important?
Because that is our demo. That is who we are supposed to be entertaining.
We would like to do very well in all the demos. Trust me, that is our long-term goal.
But let's see. Tween girls.
Right.
We're not going to do well with the tween girls.
But we're pretty much hired killers to just destroy in the men 18 to 49 demo. That is a fact. That's what it's all about. When they sit us down behind closed doors, that's all they talk about. We need you to do a radio show where you're going to be number 1, men 18 to 49. Well, yesterday the ratings came out, or 2 days ago, and we were number 2, men 18 to 49.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's an update.
Yes.
You see, we're number 2, men 18 to 49, between 6 and 10 a.m.
Yes, but wait a minute, Opie. We leave these very airwaves on FM radio at 9.
That's right.
Eastern time.
That's right. So the big bosses, what they do is they go behind closed doors. They look at the ratings a little closer. They take the 9 o'clock hour out because we have nothing to do with it, and then they retaliate.
I was trying to think of the tabulate word that you came up with the other day in lieu of tabulate, and it's talliate.
Yeah.
But when you say retaliate, now it's a completely new word.
Yes. But you know what I'm starting to think? For many years, people would make fun of the fact that I would just mispronounce stuff. But I think it's time to embrace some of these words I come up with.
And just use them.
Because in a weird way, they make sense.
Mm.
You know that talliate makes sense.
Because you're tallying something up.
Sure. So they retaliated in the back offices. And the Opie and Anthony show between 6 and 9 a.m., that's when we broadcast, is officially number 1 with men 18 to 49.
Yes.
It's exactly what we were hired to do.
Yes.
So we are doing that.
Numero uno.
What about the 9 to 10 hour?
It's a disaster, to be quite honest with you.
Jeez.
It's
a work in progress.
Disaster.
Work in progress.
And Tom, don't get mad at me. Jim asked. I was just answering him.
But I want to, because I was thinking that I might do something for 9 to 10.
Oh.
That would help. That would be huge.
That'd be nice.
You should, actually.
Just a funny little thing.
What would it be?
Just go,
I'd play songs and stuff.
Yeah.
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 So here's one. I play stuff that K-Rock totally hates. Just like old school rap, Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Or Diana Ross, who I'm going to see on Sunday night at the Borgata.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
What?
My comeback.
No, you're not.
Oh.
I'm leaving from Pennsylvania. I'm doing a gig in PA. And I'm doing the Borgata next week, but I'm going this week, Sunday night, to see Diana Ross.
Well, have fun with that, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Is it for the girl?
No, I suggested. I'm like, do you want to go?
No, you didn't.
I did. How do you not like Diana Ross?
Well,
she belts a tune out.
You can, but if you go, you're going to be excited to hear this?
Yeah, because Diana Ross, we were watching her on YouTube. When she sings, she smiles. She has really weird teeth. Like, I guess that's old school, like from the 60s.
Uh-huh.
She was totally detached from what she was singing. She would just smile through every sad song.
I just can't see... I just can't see you sitting there listening to that.
I'll clap to Baby Love.
No, you won't.
I will. I love Diana Ross. She rules. How do you not like her?
You will be surrounded by a gentleman that love Diana Ross, and let me tell you something. Perhaps their sexual orientation may be a bit different than yours.
Jeff Gordon, the promoter who's like leaving me tickets, who does my stuff too, says, okay, I'll put you on the list right between, and he names somebody else and his hairdresser. He's basically saying you're a fruit. Have fun.
Of course.
Yeah, but
Diana Ross is very big in the gay community. Yeah.
But Anthony makes it sound like if Jim Norton goes to this, concert and sees Diana Ross, that he's going to be used as a pincushion in the middle of the concert.
Could be. He's going to be what they call the cracker in the middle.
Or the lucky devil, however you want to look at it. I like that. We were watching her on YouTube. I like her a lot. I mean, I'm going to enjoy this. She's great live, I'm sure.
You'll tap your fingers to a song or two. That's about it. But please tell me that you didn't download the crap.
I watched it on YouTube. Old Ed Sullivan's.
You know what? When were you doing that? Because I was watching some old shows like Merv and stuff, clips from that. I saw, who had a great voice? Just amazing. That fat Mama Cass Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. They have some YouTube clips of her.
She had a great
doing
appetite,
Dream a Little Dream. Dream a Little Dream of Me.
Yeah.
And
there was nothing little about her.
No.
I'm going to keep going.
But her voice.
Except the hole that the food went down. Throat would be the word. Stupid throat. Not the hole the food went down.
The hole the food went down.
That was a little boy panicking to get a line out. The hole where the food goes.
It worked.
Yeah.
We all knew.
I don't know what...
Kiss me.
You know this song?
No.
Just hold me tight.
You know it.
Tell me
you know the hook.
You'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me.
If you didn't know any
She just has
better,
a
if you didn't know any
haunting
better,
voice.
you would think this girl was really, really hot.
Listen to her sing a little higher.
Still craving your kiss.
You still don't know this one?
I'm longing to linger till dawn.
Nope.
Just saying this.
She's in the Mamas and the Papas.
Sweet dreams till sunbeams find
I know who she was. I didn't know her voice.
Yeah, big fat woman.
Yeah.
Very big fat person. She'd have diamonds cut in her back as she sings.
your dreams, whatever they be. Dream a little dream of me.
all these great singers are just getting zapped
and spanked. That was a good spanking.
All right, listen, we got lots to do. We got the meter maid story, or we got the Golf Channel story. I go either way right now.
Can we the Golf Channel one? Because we talked about that, and I have not heard the audio.
Well, what do we know about this? Kelly Tillman was racially insensitive on the Golf Channel, talking about golf and Tiger Woods, right? Travis, what do we know? I know we got the story in front of us, but what do we got on this?
Yeah, they were talking about young golfers trying to catch up to Tiger Woods, and one of the anchors said they should just gang up on him, and Kelly Tillman just jokingly said, "Yeah, like lynch him in a back alley."
Huh.
And that was it.
But I don't know. I don't understand. Like how stupid are you as a reporter or as a commentator for a golf
Right.
How is that going to fly?
Yeah. That especially in this day and age, you know.
I mean, she's, you know, you're not working with a script.
Yeah, but
Still know not to say lynch the black golfer.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And then there was definitely some uncomfortable, laughing. Right after.
I'll definitely say that's probably in this environment. She probably should have known better, and she got in trouble.
Well,
I would gather. But to have Reverend Al step in now is just again shut up.
Where was Al did Al contact that cop's family in Brooklyn? Remember when the guys were eating KFC or whatever, and they blasted the 2 cops in the face and one died?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No, that's
probably not.
That's not important enough for him. He goes for the stuff that gives him a lot of publicity.
Right.
Anthony taught me that.
He helps the convicts surrender in Mexico.
Yeah.
Helps him surrender. And now he's mad that the lady made the joke.
Well, I think this is the actual comment right here.
Oh.
It was an on-air conversation about Tiger Woods' dominance in golf until Kelly Tillman went there.
Yeah, maybe they should just gang up for a while until...
Lynch him in a back alley.
Yeah, that's right.
Lynch him in a back alley? And then days later, when she tried to apologize, she couldn't quite get that right either.
The other day we were joking around about ways to spur on these young players. I made a brief comment that certainly wasn't meant to offend anyone involved.
And that was it. She went on with her analysis of the tournament.
Well, what was she supposed to do?
Yeah.
Spend 20 minutes on it? Acknowledge it, said it was wrong, and that's that.
Yeah.
So they suspended her for 2 weeks.
2 weeks suspension?
Yeah, 2 weeks
But she's not fired.
2 weeks vacation?
No. Reverend Al wants her fired. But Tiger Woods, he said he's
Hold
not.
on. When you just casually say she's not fired, that's ridiculous.
Yet.
Usually thank you, yeah. Usually these suspensions lead to a firing because they have to figure out who else they're going to take down with her. That's what suspensions are all about.
That's when they're doing their internal investigation, which means just getting their ducks in order so they can fire you.
Right. Did someone tell you to say this? Did he encourage you? What do you know about this? Don't worry.
Who laughed?
Don't worry. We'll get you back on the air soon, but we just need to know a little more about the situation here.
We'll get you back on the air. Are you?
We'll see. She tried to apologize again before the suspension.
She tried to apologize on paper. I used some poorly chosen words, she said. I have known Tiger Woods for 12 years and have apologized directly to him. I also apologize to our viewers who may have been offended. Not good enough, says Al Sharpton. In a statement released tonight, Sharpton threatened to picket the Golf Channel offices. The apology was not enough, he said. The comment was not just racially insensitive, but an affront to the entire black community.
He's got to just shut the F up.
Where is he picketing?
In front of the golf.
In front of the Golf Channel.
Oh, someone should just come out with a bag and hand it to him and go, okay, come on. Oh, would that be funny? Stupid Al.
Who's your caddy? Who's your caddy?
You know what? I don't blame Al. Every time he barks, white people panic and grab their ankles. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah.
For however long you want.
Well,
yeah, if you had that power base and it worked every time, wouldn't you use it?
Of course I would.
Sure.
Well, Jason's going to add to the story from Boston. Jason, go ahead.
Hi, she's known Tiger for like 10 years. She's friends with him, and she apologized to him face to face already.
And Tiger's totally cool with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe Kelly felt like, okay, I know Tiger pretty well, and
just a stupid worded joke that wasn't, especially since someone else said they ought to gang up on him. She didn't, right?
No, yeah.
She just kind of tagged it with a dumb line. All right, it happens. It's not like she dropped an N-bomb and then elbowed somebody. It happens.
One more bit of audio here.
As for Tiger Woods, he made it clear tonight through a spokesman that he was not offended by the remarks. The story is a non-issue, the statement released tonight says. Tiger has a great deal of respect for Kelly. We know unequivocally that there was no ill intent, a sentiment not shared by Reverend Sharpton, who still plans protests unless Tillman is fired.
Okay, listen to me.
Why
if the guy that the line was about was not offended, said it's a non-issue, then Reverend Al has to just walk away.
Just leave it alone.
Walk
then.
away.
What is he, protector of people that don't want to be protected?
There's nothing else going on right now.
I'm a superhero for people that don't need it. Go away. You're too stupid to know you need Reverend Al. I am a superhero. I know better. This is a non-issue. I really don't want you. Shut up! The cameras are rolling. I will be there to help you. You just don't realize you need the help. This is an affront to all people of color. Purple and green people, too. Oh,
I think
enough.
I think Tiger Woods is a good judge of character. And if he's saying that he wasn't offended and it's a non-issue, then you know what? You just can move on to the next dumb thing. Move on to the next dumb thing.
Yeah, there's plenty of things for him to hop on board. If the people don't care, Reverend Al shouldn't care.
Yeah.
Individuals. Why can't people just be individuals? See, he's pretty much defending all people of color. When it's an individual that if they were offended, that's one thing. They're not. Leave it alone.
But he's not defending all people of color. Where was he in Newark?
Yeah.
When the racially those 3 black students were assassinated or shot to death by those Latin gang members. Where was he? Where was his anger when those black kids were just shot to death?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a
pig. He's a pig.
Phony.
And the fact that anybody ever listens to him and takes him seriously it's laughable.
Yeah.
The guy's a pig.
Yeah.
So Reverend Al comes up to me and he goes, Unga, gunga lagunga, unga lagunga. But on your deathbed, you shall receive total consciousness. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Reverend Al? I'm not a reverend.
Not a reverend. I'm a man like you.
My name's Al.
You're a reverend.
No,
my name's Al.
There is no black people.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Reverend Al makes it interesting for everybody. What an idiot.
In his expensive suits that no one knows how they get paid for. He's constantly under investigation. Constantly. Him and his cohorts are under investigation.
I was selling the first HBO DVD. Remember we did the Tower Records signing? You guys came, and there was a gentleman who took a photo with us. Big fan, dude. And apparently he was the guy who
right,
and stabbed Sharpton in Brooklyn or whatever.
That stabbed him, yeah. Years ago, Reverend Al got stabbed. I was saved by my Volkswagen hubcap medallion that I used to wear.
That guy's at all of our events, and we pretty much tell him every time, just keep that to yourself.
Yeah, keep it to yourself.
That bit of info. We're happy you like the Opie and Anthony show, but
that guy is so proud of stabbing Reverend Al. Well, he is so proud of it.
Is it wrong that every time I see that guy, I just want to go, bad aim?
How is he not in prison, though?
Yeah, he explained it to us. He did his time.
Did he?
And now he's a fan of the show.
How much time do you do for that? Jesus.
We might have to get him on the show to talk about it.
The guy got out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
How much time did he do?
It's attempted murder.
He did, I think, 12 hours.
I mean, he was...
Perhaps more than that, Ope.
He was trying to kill the man. It was attempted murder. It had to be.
Was he, or was he just trying to injure him? Where did he stab him, though?
Right in the chest.
Oh, yeah.
He stabbed him in the chest.
Makes me giggle.
Unbelievable.
All right, we got a break. When we come back, we got to do Dumb, Dumber, and Dead.
Ooh, what's that?
And the meter maid. Ugh, wait till you hear this story.
Tired of those things.
And we got Tippy Tom doing some books on tape. And we got the Bleep game from yesterday, which was very, very fun. Oh, that's the other thing we needed. What? Yeah, we'll do that after the break as well. The Bleep game that those guys put together. Okay, yeah. It's Opie and Anthony. Lots to do today. Stay there. We got a busy morning. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Bob Kelly joining the program. He's playing Caroline's. Oh, this weekend. Very cool. 212-757-4100. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at Caroline's. Get your tickets now. Bob Kelly blowing up physically and career-wise. And he's going to have some full houses there. So if you want to see Bob, make sure you get your tickets in advance. Also, Donald Trump calling the show in about a half hour. Last time we spoke to him, he basically told the New York Post he would never be on our show again. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? He's calling today within the half hour. And Jim Norton, very, very annoyed.
I hate doormen. I mean,
Doormen.
I know you guys got to do your jobs and protect clubs, but the majority of you are just wannabe cops, and you don't know how to handle the power you have. You're not competent.
These aren't building doormen. These
No,
are like club doormen.
The nightclub jerk.
You know, they look at you, see how you're dressed.
Bouncer doorman things.
They check out your chick to see if she's hot enough. They check out your resume to see what you've done in the entertainment business, and then they decide if you're allowed to go into their club,
their fancy establishment.
They actually have a guy at the Hyde in L.A. next to Laugh Factory, somebody with IMDb, and they check your name and your movie credits.
Are you kidding me?
At the door.
And if they're not good enough,
you're out.
Oh, wow.
My jaw moved when I read this. This is the post today. The Wire star Michael K. Williams missed his own premiere party Friday night when the stubborn door Nazi refused to let him in with his entire posse. He plays Omar Little on The Wire, who's the gay thug. Who's basically the star of The Wire.
He's got a small part.
No. And he showed up with like 8 guys, because I think he's gay in real life. I've heard he is. I don't know if he's not. But yeah, he showed up with 8 men.
Sexy.
So very popular. And the doorman wouldn't let them all in. He's like, well, we all have to get in. But he's the most interesting guy on The Wire. How do you tell the guy who's basically the star of the show, you can't
bring people in?
I don't.
It's a power thing.
Of course
they
it is.
love it.
Nope, only 2. Only 2.
Oh, do they love it?
Well,
God almighty.
Yeesh. You ever had to deal with those people?
I hate their guts.
We avoid that crap.
I've never, I've never gone to one of those places where...
Unless we get the big invite, then there's no reason to go to those places.
I go to dumps and dives that you could just walk right into.
And get a beer quick and...
Yeah.
They're just little men at heart. They're big guys who can probably knock your teeth out.
Yeah.
They want to be cops, and they don't know how to handle the little bit of power. You're guarding a place where people are doing ecstasy and playing music. It's not the White House steps, you idiot.
Hey, let's talk about poor Eugene. Meter maid writes him a cruel ticket. We talk about these meter maids, and I'm so glad the paper is calling
them a meter maid.
Meter maid.
Because they hate being called meter maids.
Let me explain what
They're traffic enforcement officers.
Yeah, let me explain what happened here in New York City. Maybe it's happening in other cities. We love the NYPD. We support them no matter what happens to them for the most part. We drink with them. We party with them. They come to a lot of our gigs. We're all about supporting the NYPD.
Yeah. Right, we go to the civilian review board about them.
And we support the firemen, which is a weird position for us to be in, because basically the firemen and the police hate each other, but we like we like both groups. What can I tell you? But what they did here in New York, because a lot of these meter maids were getting punched in the face, they kind of made them part of the NYPD. They wear the uniform.
They used to be called brownies because they would wear this brown uniform, and they'd walk around and give tickets out to people. And, yeah, they were just getting their asses handed to them. Sometimes they'd be writing a ticket. Somebody would come out, get mad, see their stupid brown uniform, and just punch them in the face. And
in most cases, they deserve to be punched in the face.
Yeah.
So what happened was they got together and said, look, we can't be punched in the face. And they somehow
kind of dress them up like cops almost.
Yeah, but they don't have any power.
No, they have a little walkie-talkie on their hip,
right?
Instead of a gun.
They get the silly car, the silly little
little dark blue car here in New York.
Yeah, the skinny little cart.
It says traffic enforcement on it, and you can blast past them at 90 and laugh at them because they can't do anything about it. They can't pull you over. It's the best thing.
They're basically scums. And they're all about writing tickets. They're all about writing illegal tickets, tickets that you can't prove. And
huge amounts of tickets.
You have to go downtown and fight it and all this crap. I told the story. I was unloaded. I was in a brownstone living and came back from a weekend. And I know these bastards are always around like rats. And so I pull up. I pull up to my brownstone. There's no way to park. It's impossible. So I unloaded all my stuff from the weekend. There was no way I could find a parking spot and then load all the stuff we had for a weekend trip we had. So it was like, okay, quick, get the stuff out, even acknowledging knowing they're around somewhere, and get back in my car and park it, right?
Yep.
The time it took for me to take 2 bags, run into my apartment, I was on the ground floor, and back out, I'm telling you, it was less than a minute. By the time I got back, I had a ticket on my car. That's what the type of people they are, especially because they know that you were double parked to unload your car. And you're not holding up traffic, by the way. Plenty of room for anyone that's going down that particular street to get by you. But this is what they do. They hang out by the meter as soon as it clicks, violation, they're writing, man. And you see mothers running with little kids and strollers and stuff like, oh, can you give me a break? I had a doctor's. They don't give a crap, right? Yeah. Well, they got caught with a doozy and it made the paper. Meter maid writes him a cruel ticket. Eugene, how do you say that last name there, Jimmy?
Old.
All right, old. 84 got a ticket when he helped his wife Mary from their car outside a dialysis center in Brooklyn. When 84-year-old Eugene Old double parked in front of a dialysis clinic so he could escort his blind, frail wife to the car.
Blind and frail.
Getting dialysis. He expected a little understanding. Instead, he got a ticket for $115. The Brooklyn traffic agent who spotted the elderly couple couldn't summon up a shred of compassion for their plight. Now the retired postman is fighting to get the ticket dismissed and wondering how anyone could be so heartless. My wife is legally blind, can't walk, and is totally disabled, Eugene told the Daily News. For this meter maid to stand there and write me a ticket as I help her into the car, I call that cruel.
We're a gross society. Just gross.
Eugene has a handicap parking placard for his 92 Chevy, but when he got to the Diker Heights Dialysis Center, there were no open spots on 86th Street. Okay, what was I supposed to do? He asked yesterday. There were no empty spaces, and if she doesn't get this treatment, she could die. Plus,
with the description of the wife, he should have just pulled the passenger side next to one of the docks here and opened the door. Let his blind wife just kind of. Yeah,
get out. Here's the dialysis center. I'll be parking the car. I'll see you inside.
Here you go, honey. Yeah. Just get out right here. All right. Now, just drive away.
Hello, insurance settlement. That is the song he sang as he drove away.
The insurance settlement song, apparently.
Hello, insurance settlement. And then he'd go, pop, pop, pop on the horn.
He was going to be double parked for a few minutes. The time it would take him to go inside and help his 83-year-old wife, Mary, a few feet across the sidewalk. He was opening the car door when the traffic enforcement agent pulled up and began writing the ticket, continuing even after Eugene explained the circumstances. He was hoping for some sympathy, but all he got was bureaucratic indifference. I asked her how she could be so thoughtless, and she just smiled and told me there's no double parking. Ugh. His wife, who undergoes the life-saving but grueling dialysis treatments for her failing kidneys 3 times a week, was just appalled. I'm angry. How can anyone be so heartless? This is a lot of money, and all we are asking for is a little consideration. NYPD officials said when the agent began writing the ticket, she did not see Eugene or his wife, and once a summons is written, it can't be torn up by the agent.
The agent is lying. The agent is lying. Hey, can we try to get this person on the phone? Let's pay. I'm sure someone else will do it, but let's pay the ticket for them.
Yeah, we have no problem paying that.
Can we try to get them on the telephone?
Can you get poor Eugene on the phone?
He's an older gentleman.
Eugene. How old is he? 84?
84 years
Poor
young.
bastard.
I've seen these. I hate most of these guys and women, mostly fat women, by the way.
All fat women. I've never seen a woman as a parking agent that I would have sex with.
Right, and they're on a power trip the entire time. They get to play dress up. They get to play dress up cop.
Yep.
And they walk around writing these tickets, and in a lot of cases they're writing just illegal tickets. I mean, they've done a lot of stories here in New York about a lot of these, not a lot, but a bunch of these people that just flat out write tickets knowing they could get away with it.
I saw something on, I think it was on YouTube, where somebody just went around and videotaped them parking illegally.
Right.
And then just ran up to him and said, "Why you parked illegally? You're parking in this," and they weren't doing anything business oriented. They weren't writing tickets or
even if they were, they can't
directing traffic. They were going in to get cups of coffee and things like that. And the guy confronted him, and they were just like, "Get out of here! What's your name? What's your badge number?" And they cover up their badge number. Yeah. They run to their car. Oh yeah.
Did he get the license number?
This guy was, oh yeah, the whole thing. He was completely calling him out.
We here in New York had a great picture of one of these meter maids, and it was a guy. You're still a meter maid, even if you're a guy. And we had that blackout a few summers ago where the city went dark. And there's a picture that someone captured of one of these meter maids, a guy, writing, a parking ticket. He's got his book out, his pen, and he's writing. And in the background of this picture is a traffic light that obviously is not working because the lights went out in Manhattan, and there was a civilian, working the traffic at that intersection as this effing meter maid is writing a ticket.
And isn't it illegal? You couldn't pay somebody's meter. Like if somebody's meter,
you can't.
You can't go up and put a quarter in because you can get a ticket.
Yeah, they figured that out.
Yeah.
Like, what happens if people walk up when a parking meter is ready to expire and they don't own the car, but they put a quarter in and turn the thing? Oh, well, we got to figure out how to make that illegal.
I forgot what city it was, but there was a guy who, everyone's trying to find their thing.
That's what he did.
I believe this guy put on a tutu. If I'm not mistaken.
That was in Jackass.
Was it in Jackass?
Jackass. He was the meter fairy.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
Meter
The meter fairy would run around and pay people's meters.
Got to give Jackass the credit. Okay, yeah. And he was feeding the meters. That was hilarious.
And she came up. She was like, "You can't do that. That's against the law."
Yeah.
Is it really though? Like, is it really? What's the law?
Yeah,
I think it is.
It is. You can get executed for it. No, I believe you can get a ticket.
Hey, let's say hi to Lydia, Oceanside. Lydia, what's up?
Hi, guys. I used to work for the NYPD as a psychologist, and besides doing the screenings, the psychologicals for the cops and 911, we did the meter maids, too. And a lot of times what they did was these were homeless people in shelters, and when the jobs became available, the social workers made like 20 of them come down, take the test, and then take the psychological,
Wow.
Yeah.
What are they like? Are they basically wannabe cops? Like they're just desperate but incompetent people on a certain level?
Some were exactly like that, and some were the lowest of the low, like didn't know how many days were in a week or who the president was. Or
they're basically looking for robots with no human emotion because they're going to have a lot of people coming up to them and confronting them and saying, look, can you give me a break? So that's the type of person they are looking for, some just scum of society.
Scum. They don't seem like the most educated people. Like you can't really carry on a conversation with them. They don't want people that you can stand there and carry on an intelligent conversation with, because then you might actually get a valid point across and they'll go, oh, you know something? You're right. No, they want people that just go, no, I already started writing. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that even
you wrote
mean?
It and you can't do it?
It's
you can't rip it up?
Piece of paper. Shut up.
Yeah,
No, now they scan your Reggie or something. They got they made it easier for them.
So these guys could run away before they get hit. Because it wasn't good enough to put them in the, the cop uniform and make them look like they're somebody.
Now they just got to scan your Reggie in your window and the barcode, and then they take a receipt that pops out of a machine and shove it in your windshield, and they can walk away. They don't have to write anything anymore. It's ridiculous.
Let's go to Garrett in Island Park. Garrett.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
I'm a retired cop, and that story is just brutal because, these guys are wearing our uniform. Well, not these guys, these cretins are wearing our uniforms now, and it gives us a bad name. It gives the police officers a bad name because the general public just feel that these people are probably cops, and now everybody hates cops because of stories like this, and it sucks. I wish they would go back to the Brownie uniforms.
Can you imagine a real cop saying no to that? A real cop actually not just letting those old people go?
Yeah.
Forget about it. Never heard of. I would never give a working man a summons because you know what? They're just trying to get away with life, and it's just brutal. It really is. And,
all right, Garrett, I got to cut you off because we got Eugene on the phone.
Oh,
Eugene.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir? You're on the Opie and Anthony show. We read about you in the paper today.
Yes.
That's tragic.
Yeah, it's pitiful.
It is.
Those meter maids over there are so horrible.
What happened, sir? You were helping your wife in the car, and
yeah, well, over there's always an ambulette congregation there. At one time when we started there was hardly one. Now there's accessory ride, there's car service, there's ambulettes of all types, and there's no place to park.
Yeah.
I have the handicap label there, and I got away with it.
This guy a freaking ticket.
I know.
And that day, I usually when I go pick up my wife, I have to wait. Oh, wait, she'll be done in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, a half hour, you know.
Uh-huh.
She was ready for me. I walked in, wait her. On the way back, I have to wait her because you wait before you go in, wait before you go out because they drain her fluids.
Oh.
And I was there 5 minutes. I walked out, and there she was giving me a ticket. And I said, "Miss, how cruel could you be?"
Now, you were being cordial, I'm sure. And
yes, I says, "How can you don't see the handicap in there?" She says, "Well, why didn't you park in the ambulance park?" I said, "Because it was taken."
Yeah.
I said, "By the time I came out, they were gone." You know.
So what's happening?
She has to be walked in, and I take her out on a wheelchair.
Oh, this guy's a saint, and he's getting problems from these meter maids.
Yeah, what would you do to this meter maid if you could, sir?
Unbelievable.
What I do.
Are they going to?
I imagine they have a certain amount that they got to give. And it was raining, and when I got home,
It's raining too?
His
Yes,
sick
it was
wife,
raining.
he's 84.
How old is your wife, sir?
Dialysis, wheelchairs.
Wait a minute, I got two voices talking to me.
Oh, sorry. We're awful at that. You're 84 years old. How old is your
I'm
wife?
83, she's 84.
Wow.
Wow, you've been together many years,
Oh,
sir?
yeah, we have 11 grandchildren.
Wow,
Nobody
God-
to help me.
God bless. God bless you.
It's a drain on me. I go to the VA a lot
Yeah.
because I'm very involved with them health-wise.
Were you in the big one, sir?
In the big what?
The war.
The big war.
Yes, I was. Yes,
You were.
battle of the. I was right up front.
Oh my goodness! What you saw action?
The 83rd Division got discharged from the war ended.
Gee, look at this guy now. He World War II. He served his country, and he can't even take his ill wife to her treatment without getting a ticket from these meter maids.
No, but if I may tell you, a couple of times I took her on 86th Street, up in the shopping district. She likes to go to the hamburger place there, and you have to double park under the L there. And I asked a couple of officers, I said, can I bring my wife in or take her out? He says, I said, would you give me a ticket? He said, no, usually we don't. He said, but that doesn't mean that nobody will.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky like that. I've been going over here for a couple of years now, 2 years, never was barred. The week before I got the ticket, a gentleman came, I guess he was a mail meter maid, and he walked around the car and left.
Yeah.
But this one was, she was not even friendly, not even nice.
No.
She said, why don't you park over there? I said, because it was taken. The ambulance, there's one ambulance parking place there, that's all. And the ambulance, they need two spaces because they got to lift a ramp down. And behind the ambulance space, there's a meter.
Yeah.
A meter to park. And it's dangerous. You got cars, buses, trailers whizzing down there to make that 14th Avenue light.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And I can't open the door on the outside because I'm going into the only lane they got to pass. Now on the inside, you got parked cars there to open, so you still got to park out.
Sir. What do you think of those mail meter maids? What do you think about those mail meter maids? A little light in the loafers, if you know what I mean.
Like I said, I can't say nothing really bad about them. The two or three that I've talked to said that they usually will not do it.
Yeah.
Understanding. But this one, there's a congestion over there every afternoon that I go there because you got the people that are coming out in the morning shift and the people that like me that go in. So you got two shifts coming in and you got ambulance 2, 3, 1.
The
car
ambulance.
service there. Accessorize.
Right. Them too. Hey,
And
moishes.
Then you got the limousine service.
Oh, there's
on the right
yeah.
there. You got the funeral parlor on the corner.
Where you gonna park?
There is no place to park. That's such a danger there.
No, and they just stand there waiting for somebody
There's
to.
a place around 1 o'clock in the afternoon there, sometime between 12, and you'll see what goes on there.
Yeah. Hey, Eugene, how much was the ticket?
The ticket, well, I couldn't even read it because it stuck to the flap of the envelope. All the printing came off.
Oh,
I had to
jeez.
call up the police. First, I called 311 to find out how much it was, and then I called up the police department. They told me it was $115.
Wow.
I got Mr. Gentili, the councilman that's been handling this now. That's how it wound up in the paper, because I complained to him.
Good. God bless you for complaining. Eugene, it's $115. I got good news for you. The Opie and Anthony show is going to pay for half that ticket.
Who's that?
Half.
No, don't do that.
What a cheapo Opie is.
Yes.
Sir, I would say
We will
Opie is
put
being
$15 towards that ticket. sir.
he's being stingy.
Yeah,
We're willing to give you half the money for that ticket.
Well, I hope
Awful
maybe
ticket.
the mail send it back.
Let me tell you something, sir. You will not have to pay that ticket. They will throw that out because you're a fine man.
She's legally blind, too.
And you guys have been.
Blind. I got the statement for that.
Yeah,
I sent it in with the ticket.
Oh, okay, so you already took care of it. We were going to pay it for you to try to be like,
well, half.
Oh, no,
Half.
don't.
Together
do it.
for
I'm not
years.
desperate,
He don't take charity. This guy's got moxie. I like you, Eugene.
No, I.
He was in the war.
I know.
You wouldn't want any of these meter maids next to you, right? If you were back in the war.
I don't know. I think the two that I talked to about it were men, so they're more.
Yeah. I understand.
But this woman, she just was nasty.
was she a pretty girl, Eugene? Was she attractive at least?
Well, it was dark and raining.
Oh, outside. Okay.
She didn't even. I come out with the wheelchair, and she dropped the ticket in there on the windshield and walked away.
Oh.
She wouldn't say a word to me, except, why don't you park over there? I said, because it was taken when I got there.
Jeez.
And that's the end of her.
You should have treated her like one of those Nazis back in WW2.
Well,
I'll tell you that, my friend.
yeah, well, she's got a lot to learn in life, I guess, when it happens, someday, I hope it doesn't happen to her, because she's draining me, my wife. She's draining me because I don't have the energy.
Oh, my God. You are a saint, Eugene. Hey, Eugene, how many Jerrys did you off?
How many what?
How many Jerrys did you off back in the big
I'll
one?
tell you the truth. I just got up on the front line 2 weeks before it ended.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it ended, and we met the Germans there. I mean, the Russians.
The Russians, yeah.
He joined just in time for the party.
And you didn't get to.
No, I got there at the last battle. The last battle was the night before, and there was all Germans all over the place, dead.
Did you?
We dug in, and we won't. The Russians didn't want us to go into Berlin.
No, they want to take that all
So
themselves.
They shook hands on the outside.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't go into Berlin. I guess they had their own
agenda. We saw how that ended up.
Right.
Oh boy! So you didn't get to fire your weapon?
Well, we got they weighed us down with all the with the bazookas and the hand grenades, and we sweated it out a couple of nights, and then there was an ending. I was lucky.
Oh, you were lucky. I'd like to play Call of Duty 4 with this guy.
Well, I was in the medics, and because the Battle of the Bulge was so bad, they took us out and put us in the infantry.
Wow.
We had to take the infantry basic and for a couple of months, and they shoved us up there.
As a medic, and then they have to make him a soldier, infantry. Amazing. Eugene,
yes.
I love this guy.
Yeah,
who wouldn't love Eugene? And the best of luck with this whole ticket thing. I'm sure you'll never have to pay this.
Well, I don't know. I just hope they do something to get rid of those two little crummy meters they got there. If you go there, you'll see the 1 meter between the limousine service and the dialysis. There's no more than a Volkswagen could fit in there.
Take your bazooka to it, Eugene. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on 15th Avenue, there's the bus stop. And then there's...
Right, we
know enough about the parking.
I love Eugene.
The whole avenue's got 3 meter maids, and they're all around the dialysis.
Yeah. We get it. I know. Oh, my God.
All right, Eugene, we got to take a commercial, but good luck to you and good luck to your wife. Thanks for coming on the show.
Is there anything Eugene, is there anything we could do for you?
Well, no. I just have the strength to take care of her.
Oh, yeah. The strength to take care. This guy's a saint.
Enough already.
All right, Eugene.
Thank you, Eugene.
Hang in there. We're gonna keep tabs on you. Make sure you're all right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your concern.
Okay, sir.
That's Eugene, everybody.
All right, bye-bye.
The great
Bye-bye.
Eugene. Hey, Jimmy.
Guy deserves nothing but respect.
I got a question for Jimmy, though.
Yeah.
Does this guy like talking about parking?
This guy doesn't like talking about parking. He loves it. I've never heard a man who knows more about parking.
How do you not love that guy?
He's like, well, back, in 1951, the parking regulations, he knows everything about parking.
He did sound like Martin Scorsese's mother.
It was great. I liked when there were two different fountains, drinking fountains. I was just waiting for...
Oh, he was ready to go.
Yeah.
I bet we have to take a break.
To coax him out of that.
We were listening him up. He was ready to speak his mind.
I'd like to have a few beers down at the VA with him.
He's an old guy, a veteran of a foreign war. His wife is blind. People we're just such pigs in this society, man. People are just disgusting.
Respect. That's what that man has earned.
Unbelievable story. God, good for him, because this broad thought she was getting away with something, and she certainly didn't. All right, we got to take a quick break. We got Bob Kelly playing Carolines all weekend long, and we got Donald Trump calling next. And he said a year ago he would never be on our show again, so we'll try to find out what that's about. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, you're checking out Opie and Anthony. Donald Trump should be on the phone any second here. A lot of people are suggesting that we should play Is Eugene's Wife Alive Thursday.
Oh,
Not nice, guys. Not nice. Phone number 877-212-ONA. Do we have time to play this thing again from earlier in the show?
Of course.
Because a lot of people are just waking up. We're trying to get something stuck in your head today. We're trying to get this stuck in your head today.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor come.
It's Eugene.
Saying something about a queen.
There were parking spaces years ago. Now I can't park in between.
There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was
use that spot. It's bigger.
I remember 1955. I won't say it.
Look at Mother Nature on
Haunting, right, Bob?
Yeah.
in the 21st century.
Who is it?
What do you think it is?
Never guess.
I'll never guess.
Never.
Never guess.
Ever.
What do you think that is?
There's no way. No way.
George Foreman.
George Foreman?
No?
That is
No.
the great,
It's really good.
but strange
Very strange, man.
Val Kilmer.
Yep.
Really?
That is Val Kilmer.
I can sing.
Want to thank TMZ for that.
I thought it was Dane.
Huh?
His new single.
Ron and Fez were playing that the other day. We decided not to touch that song.
Well, there you go.
we decided decided to let it be.
I want to move up to a 2-bedroom, so I'm going to actually let it be, too.
Yeah,
You're going to leave that alone.
yeah. Ron and Fez did a good job with that the other day.
Did they
but
move on it?
maybe a little bit. But that's Val Kilmer. They played that on TMZ last night. I went, oh my God, we got to play that on the show. I guess he's got some kind of album out. He's trying to do like. I don't think he's trying to do a William Shatner, but I guess he is doing a William Shatner.
No, I think he's trying to sing a little more than Bill Shatner did. But
they're calling it his William Shatner album.
Yeah,
but I think
it's his interpretation of these songs, I guess.
But he really thinks he could sing because he did the Doors thing, and he got some praise for his voice in that. So I think he's thinking, hey, I might have something here.
What a deluded prick! I heard he was very difficult to deal with on the set of The Island of Dr. Moreau, which, let's be honest, was not exactly an Oscar winner.
No,
but I heard Brando really gave him a good scolding.
Oh, really?
Yes, allegedly said something about, son, I think you're confusing your salary and your talent.
Ooh,
because he was being difficult.
That's a good one.
What are you going to say? Oh yeah, it's Brando.
Yeah. Your Brando.
I love that Brando wouldn't learn his lines for that awful film. They just put like a little earpiece in, and his guy read his lines, and he would just say them when the cameras were. How confident are you as an actor? I kind of want it to be organic. Just tape the lines up. I'll say them. Oh,
And you still get the part, and they love to have you.
but he's like one of those weird. I love the fact that he just hated the old school guys because they showed no emotion. See, and then you hear that, and just go ugh.
That old acting where it was over the top.
Oh. Awful.
Yeah, and the women had like this weird fake English American accent. Like Breakfast at Tiffany's, like, hello, dear.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Yeah, what is that?
What?
Just the stop.
Where's that from?
Yeah. Hey, getting back to the getting back to the Val Kilmer thing. We had some of the boys.
Iceman, I like to call him.
Yeah, we had some of the boys around here do their own version.
Me and Bobby just clenched our teeth like we were in Top Gun together
I
in a
saw
locker
that.
room in towels.
Snapping at each other. But Bob would have a bigger target.
Sorry, a bigger target. Wouldn't he have the bigger target?
I would have the bigger target.
No, you have. Well, you have the bigger target on you, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It kind of worked the way
It's kind of it is. It was. I was just thinking. I was thinking me being fat and him.
You're unsafe.
I'm unsafe.
Hey, yeah. So taking a page from what we just played, the Val Kilmer thing.
Yeah.
We had some of the guys around here do their own version of After the Gold Rush.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Good old Steve.
Mm-hmm.
His version of After the Gold Rush.
The king shall be received.
Well, I dreamed I saw knights in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming. The archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s.
70s. That's haunting.
I like that.
There's nothing worse.
It's just as good as
Val Kilmer's.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing? He thinks he can sing? What is that? Hey.
We
Steve from Bay Show said, wood yuck.
Wood yuck. Yeah, he's the old wood yee. Well, we got Kenny trying his hand at the song. Nice. We didn't need the first part, by the way, Tim.
Yeah.
No.
It's all about, this on the radio.
Quick.
Let's, get to it type of thing.
Could have started right there.
Yeah, exactly.
God. Why don't you just record putting the CD in and hitting the button, too?
Just wasted 20 seconds, Tim.
Well, I dream I saw the knights in armor coming, saying
25 seconds
something
wasted.
about a queen.
30.
There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archers split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s.
What do you think of Kenny?
I like it. Even his faux pas was really funny. Yeah. Oops.
I like his deep breaths.
And then finally,
guy sings like an angel.
He's getting
one
better.
of the California Angels. It's a new character for the show. That's Regular Joe. He says regular guy things.
And finally, we got Roland trying his hand at After the Gold Rush.
Trying his hand. That's the bane of my existence.
Oh, God. Tim. You don't need this part.
The king shall be received.
Yeah.
We know, Tim.
That's 12 seconds. 13 seconds before the
Times 3, 40 seconds wasted.
of waste.
Thanks, Tim. This is a high-pressure situation.
Here's Roland.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor come.
Trying the
and
impression.
say something about a queen.
Oh, man.
There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archer split the tree. There was fanfare blowing to
Something
the
blowing.
that was floating
singing.
on
Do you know what
the
I think? This is the
breeze.
voice I talk to myself with in my head.
Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s.
And there's Roland. All right, now this is what I'm thinking.
Regular Joe says...
Kill them all.
Hold on, regular Joe makes a funny comment.
Oh, regular Joe.
Yeah.
Don't quit your day job.
Oh, that's good, regular Joe. I like regular Joe.
Yeah, regular Joe. He's a regular guy saying regular guy.
Yeah.
Regular Joe.
Making all the other guys laugh.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we thought we got the blow off, but I'm getting a communique. Donald is running late. Roland is on the phone with his people.
Oh, boy.
All right, hey, we need Tim to take Val Kilmer, Kenny, Roland, and Steve and make a super mix.
Wow.
Make a super mix.
A montage.
No, not a montage.
No?
A super mix.
Medley?
Kind of a medley.
Yeah. Of the same song.
Yeah, well, just have them, do
one line each or
one
something.
line each or something like that. Sure.
Gotcha.
A little super mix thing. It's a little crazy, I know. Oh, hey.
How about a super bad mix?
All right, we got one more thing.
Oh, God.
What happened?
Steve from Bayshore says we ought to make that one of those recordings, the hold music for when Trump calls in. Like have him on hold
and have to
let
listen to
that music play.
That haunting music.
Hold on. Let me, Steve, who's never talked to a celebrity, like Donald's going to be on the phone with it crooked on his shoulder and neck.
Waiting
fixing
for
eggs.
us.
Yeah.
His assistant's assistant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the assistant manager.
Pretty much a janitor waits on hold and then tells the Donald that it's time to talk.
You think he's going to be sitting there just with the phone waiting? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of having money.
Steve from Bayshore, you just got scolded.
I'm just trying to help Steve.
He said Jimmy Shore told me.
I don't mean to be so
Smart
hard,
ass.
Steve.
All right. Hey, before we take a break to get ready for Donald Trump, we got the bleep game. We played this one yesterday. We debuted this yesterday. It's worth another play. It's a very famous song from a lot of our youths. And Danny took this song and threw a few bleeps in, and it's drastically different.
Yeah.
Check this out as we go to break on the Opie and Anthony show.
I am here today to give you all a show and tell. And today, my show and tell is about my work. Most people want a doggy or a yellow parakeet. But if you ask me, I would say there's nothing quite as neat as a my It doesn't wag its tail, and it doesn't sing all day. But you never have to walk it, and it doesn't run away. My It's quiet and it's friendly and it's always very neat. And you never have to bathe it. And it never has to eat. Oh, you can have your hamsters and your goldfish by the score. If I live to be 100, I will never ask for more than my Upon what does a bullfrog like to hop? What once was a majestic mountain top? What once was at the bottom of the sea? rock. What hurts if I should drop it on your knee? A rock. What forms the firm foundation of a wall? A rock. What makes the very bestest pet of all? That's right, a rock. All poodle pups and parakeets are all you ever see. And rocks are only really loved by guys like me. But let me tell ya, mister, if you had one, you'd agree. There's nothing quite so wonderful or truly remarkable as a rock. My old faithful rock.
This is Val Kilmer from Deja Vu, and you're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Very busy show. Tim is in one of the studios working on the super mix.
Super mix.
We're going to have the super mix of After the Gold Rush before this show ends. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. We got Bob Kelly. He's playing Caroline's in New York City. What, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes, 10:30 shows Friday, Saturday, and 8 o'clock show on Sunday.
That is awesome.
Sucks because the Patriots are playing.
How are you going to drag yourself away from Xbox and your gay clan?
Wow, you're in it.
I know. I finally went gay.
Yeah.
I finally went gay. I was. It was peer pressure because all the other gays were saying, "Come on, be one of the gay," and I finally put the gay in front of my name.
It's fun when you're all in the room together, but then late at night when you forget that you have the gay in front of your name.
Yeah, then you just go in there, and I'm hoping they think it's an acronym for something cool. That sounds really bad, but I can't even think of something.
Yeah.
It's spelled with 2 A's, and that's supposed to make it better, Bob, because you thought of it. That's a clan name for Call of Duty 4.
We got smart listeners. Maybe they could come up with something for you.
Yeah.
What GAAY would stand for.
There are some like really cool ones, killers and things like that. You know, some cool.
TNT.
Good, yeah. You see Nazi?
What?
There's a Nazi clan.
Really?
Yeah, it's an N and then a little A thing.
Yeah.
And then the Z and a little I. And they got away with it. I don't know for how long. They've been kicking people off that are being derogatory.
Stand out of the new queer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Queers taking on the gays.
Yeah, we're going to...
there's AIDS, there's HIVs, there's Jews. Like, everybody's just throwing these stupid clan names in front of them.
Why would you come up with a who cares name?
Yeah.
At least that's, kind of fun.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
it is.
We're all good, though. I mean, we're really good.
Well, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Is Ant the...
I had a lot...
Ant's holding you guys back, right?
Ant's name is always on... They show you who the leaders are at the end of the game, who got the most and who got the least.
I'm always
This
on
is Call of
bottom.
Duty 4. I don't know if you mentioned that in this
Yeah.
week, but go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, Ant is always. Noodles is always... Oh, thanks for mentioning my screen... Oh, God.
happened?
He mentioned my screen name the other day on air.
3 times on the air and said it was mine and I wanted friends.
Just not to hurt your feelings, only 8 people responded.
I got a call that said your mailbox was full and they couldn't even get any more in there.
Hey, Blue Healer from Kentucky, he's getting a lot of his feedback read these days. GAAY, he's got it right here. Guys, guys, always yearning.
That's true. That's not quite the acronym we were looking for.
How about this? Guys' asses are yummy.
Oh, that's not the acronym we're looking for
We're
either.
trying to be tough. So
we want to be
people-
a tough guy.
Yeah, when the guy comes in and goes, gays, what's that mean? And we can go, gusto, action.
Why don't you join me at Gold Gym and I'll tell you.
And by the
show
way,
ya.
last night I did get a 40-some-odd kills in one game.
In one game?
Yeah.
In a row or in one
Not
game?
in a row, in a game, which is really good for me. So I'm getting there. But then the next game, I got like 1 kill. And then I have to hear one of the gays, I don't know which one it was. It might have been Coke Logic or something. I'm not sure. I'm blaming him, but I'm not sure. Say, hey, Anthony, maybe you could get more than 1 kill next game? And then I just unleash the fury of curses that are strung together. Yeah.
Nice.
And it makes me very angry that sometimes I just leave the game.
Dan, you got something to add to this?
Well, just with the gay tag, people think we don't realize it's gay. Like people come in and be like, "What are you, gay?"
Yeah.
You got us, dude.
And there are people with the sound boxes hooked up to their mics. So when we go into these various rooms and play these teams that start saying, "Hey, we're playing the gays," they just play every clip we've ever used from this program that relates to hardcore gay sex. And it's hysterical.
In the middle of the game?
Oh, yeah. They'll just be hitting the button and just the rudest, rankest, sexually gay material comes
as you're playing Call of Duty
blurting out into the game.
Online.
Some bad lieutenant drops that.
Yeah, bad lieutenant drops.
Who's playing them?
Just other people on the gay.
There's so many, but it's a good place to meet other gays.
Well,
I mean,
there hasn't been one night I haven't been able to hook up with another gay.
Yeah, and it's safe.
by hooking
It's
up
safe.
on Call of Duty 4.
A lot of times on Xbox and Call of Duty 4, you hook up and it's not a safe room. It
No.
gets a little carried. But this is a place you can go where you as a gay can go meet other gays
Yep.
and have a friendly game of Call of Duty 4.
Always.
And but these gays are good.
Always willing to invite you in. It's a lot of fun.
These gays know how to play the game. It's not just a bunch of silly boys running around shooting their guns up in the air because they're happy. These guys are serious. I mean,
too busy drilling holes in the wall to meet each other.
And I see Dane won't take on the gay tag.
Of course not.
What's that all about?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's not going to take it on.
Mr. Stab everyone with a knife.
Dude, let me tell you something about that knife trick.
It's annoying.
Oh, it's awful. You can use a knife. But it's just such a and it scares the hell out of you because you got to sneak up, and all of a sudden what does that sound?
You're like,
yeah, like
they got the sound effects down.
Oh yeah, you're getting your throat cut or
Yeah.
getting stabbed.
Yeah,
it's just it's a sneaky, nasty way to kill people. And anytime I try it, I get a face full of shotgun or bullets or whatever's coming at me. I can't sneak up on people. You were telling me the other day. It's like, I hear Anthony just running around.
Anthony, he doesn't. He plays the game. Like I hate people who play the game like it's real, like you're actually gonna die, like they hide in a corner. Like if they get shot, they die in real life.
Right.
Like they'll just stay. But Anthony's the totally opposite, where there is some technique. You can crawl around a little bit and sneak. Anthony just runs like a Nigerian in a marathon with an AK all around the board. And then if he sees you, he'll start shooting. If he doesn't, he runs by you. Like you'll be hiding in a corner, he'll just run by you like 5 times. Doesn't even see you.
I'm going for the objective.
The objective is to be stealthy. Slow down a little bit.
I do. When I do that, I get stabbed in the back.
Well, don't slow down totally.
I can't figure out the strategy to keep myself from being killed, and this is a big problem. When I am stealthy and I'm going around the corners, I get stabbed or shot in the back. And then when I run like a maniac, I'm tap dancing on other people's hand grenades.
You got to know when to run and you got to know when to crawl.
But I do.
No, you got to like run a little bit. Then when you see somebody, you got to back up, and then you got to.
Here's what I get when I'm being a little stealthy.
Hey, what are you doing? Get the objective. What are you standing around for? And I just go, shut up, you... And then the string of curses.
Anthony does have a temper.
Oh, man, do I get mad.
Is this an intervention? Are you secretly talking about Anthony's gameplay when he's not online?
Well,
they all do.
Is he the weakest link on your team?
Oh, I suck.
Yeah, well...
Is this a kind of a pep talk to get him going?
Fan came into the game right from the beginning and picked it right up. I mean, he was pretty good right off the bat. He could jump into a game pretty good. But, when let's put it this way, we watch your back while you're playing the game.
Oh, no.
I'm the little retarded child on the game. That's fantastic.
You're the E-Rock of the game.
Oh, God, no.
We watch it. We always have a guy ghosting you.
Stop it.
We have a guy behind you. So sometimes you'll actually kill somebody and you didn't fire your gun and you're like, well, maybe it's a glitch. That's one of us behind you taking them out for you.
No. We soften them up for you.
Yeah, we soften them up.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Don't even.
That's Mickey telling Rocky that he didn't fight the toughest opponent.
Oh, no.
That is not nice.
It's also important to remember that as much as Ant needs to improve, let's put it that way, Travis is even worse.
Travis, thank God.
Travis is worse.
Oh, good. It got off of me for a second.
The only time Ant's not at the bottom is when,
Travis
shows
is
up.
on.
An even bigger bottom.
I finished below Ant once. And I was really upset about it.
Hey.
Damn.
And I've gotten better because I got new weapons, you know.
Yeah,
and
you
I
got
got
new
my
weapons.
3 frag grenades.
Right, those are good to have.
So I use those, and that's good.
Yeah, like Anthony does. He is getting better. He's playing. Like Dane though has that technique that he uses claymores and he puts them in the front of the door and the back of the door.
Annoying with those damn things.
So you can't get into the place without getting blown up.
Does the guy ever fire a shot to kill anybody? He stabs people and sets bombs up.
Ugh.
That's what he does.
And then he goes, dude, and then he puts Juggernaut on, which is you basically
hate
get
that.
extra health. So I can shoot you regular. If you don't have it on, I'll shoot you, you'll die. If you have Juggernaut on, I shoot you, you live. I shoot you again, you live a little more.
You see this stupid red cross pop up, so you know they have this Juggernaut thing on.
I didn't get that.
It's so annoying. You get to pick what are called perks,
Right.
as you go advance
So why
through the
would everyone
levels.
have that perk?
Because you might
we're
not want
men.
to use that.
We're men.
You might
We
want to
don't
use
that.
deeper penetration perk.
No, we're not because of that.
Which,
We're men.
which I think the gays use.
Yeah, okay.
It's
All right.
mandatory to use the perk.
I think we all had
Yeah.
the joke at the same time.
But it's bullet penetration.
Yeah, bullet penetration. And he uses the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Oh, we were playing him the other night. How bad was it?
It was awful. It's some people are very good at that. And then there's this you can level up all the way up to level 55. And then you can give it all up and start again at 1. And then level all the way up to 55, do it again. And what is what gets you that gold cross?
That would be your 10th time attaining level 55.
Running through to level 55 10 times. And there are people that have this gold cross that have done that.
I won't do it.
You won't do
I'm
it?
staying general.
You're just going to stay general.
I'm not losing my guns. My blue P90. I'm not giving up. And
Yeah.
my golden. My
you gotta
golden.
start over?
Yeah, you got to start over. Than's done it. You're on level what?
I don't know. I've lapped Travis. That's all.
Yeah, he lapped Travis.
I'm farther than my second.
Let me-
time.
Getting a little too close to me, to tell you the truth, too.
Every night this week, my girl, I'll come home. She'll be showered, ready to go.
Oh, boy.
Ready to go. The bed's made.
Candles are lit.
Everything's ready to go, and I'll be like, "Look, I'm just gonna." I actually make things up. Like I gotta talk to Ant about something, and he's the only way I don't have. I gotta go on here.
Gotta
Or I
go
gotta
on
talk
Xbox.
to Dane, and I'll go on, and then it will be like 6 a.m. She's downstairs. The blankets are all ripped off her. Like she has no clothes on, but her blankets are ripped off. The dogs are there. And
He's drooling.
I haven't
out cold.
Oh.
You missed your opportunity, right?
I'm not even kidding. All week I was supposed to have. I even verbally said we'll have sex tomorrow. I swear to God.
Oh, man.
I swear to God.
Oh, God.
But I can't put the game down. I feel like my boys need me. I feel like the gay clan.
A band of brothers.
Yeah.
A band of sisters is what the gay clan is. And we're getting some comments here. Let me see. Bob, they're wondering if you have a 45 caliber fork, if you've attained that level yet.
I'm really going to lose weight.
And I bet you'd put the game down for a chocolate cake.
Oh, that's not nice.
Leave
I
Bob.
know.
So what? The guy, everyone has a little obesity.
You know, can I just say, you guys said
Band
something-
of buffet.
You guys said something funny yesterday about me being a leader only in the game.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then somebody said he so wants to be a leader in life.
Yeah, that was Jimmy.
And
of course.
the reason why that hurt my feelings, I was talking about that in therapy that day. I was like, yeah, I just want to.
I told
Like
you,
they listen to me in the game, and I'm a leader.
How
Bob
can I
wants to
take
be
this in life?
respected and thought of as a guy. Bob wants to be a go-to guy just once in his life. Like that's why he rehearses his speeches. Dad, you know, he wants people to go, God, he's right. You know, Dad, the terrorists. But it's always idiocy. Dad, the terrorists, dude, they're really bad. I want to respect you.
Dude, I want you to, but I have to agree with you totally. I am just a hunk of garbage that wants a pack of people behind me, and it's never going to happen. It's never. I've wanted it my whole life. Back
That's
when I
some
used to
respect.
drink, I used to drink with people, and I wanted a little pack. But you know why I can't have? I'm not a leader in life. I can't have people because I'm too aggressive too. When people do start to, hey, what are you doing? I get mad and I just say mean stuff and I treat them like crap.
Yeah.
And then they leave me for somebody better.
You-
Which is anybody.
Oh, boy. Let's go to Max in Dallas real fast. Max.
Max?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
maybe Saving Private Cumia and Bob could blow Dane up with a sticky bomb using their socks.
Saving Private Cumia.
Ant's like Inspector Gadget. We kind of help him along. He has no idea.
It's all coming out now.
I've admitted this is the first game I've been bad at.
Are you playing? Well, maybe it's what you play. You playing it on like a 13-inch TV?
Yeah, that's what I'm playing it on.
What are you using?
Playing it on like a 52-inch plasma.
See, it's actually real life.
It is. It hurts when I get hit. Reaches out and smacks me.
All right, listen, we got breaking news here.
Ooh.
Breaking news.
He's not.
What?
He's not,
What?
He's not coming on.
Who?
Trump.
How do you know?
I'm just assuming.
Oh, I'm assuming too. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the news.
Oh, no, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care either way, to be honest with you.
What's the breaking news?
We'll have fun with Donald Trump if he calls, but it's not looking good. He was supposed to call at, 7:30? And then they said he was running late, and now it's, we're running out of show here.
What's the breaking news?
Breaking news, Clemens. You're a Red Sox fan?
Yeah.
He'll always be a Red Sox to me, by the way.
Well,
I don't acknowledge his years with the Yankees.
Really?
No, I really
Well,
don't.
I don't think we acknowledge him either anymore. I think you can have him.
No, but we got breaking news. We got audio press conference that just went down.
Wow.
Dr. Clemens.
I want to say thanks to this Mitchell report. I've been getting emails and questions on this subject, and now the whole world knows the answer is that I use steroids. Over the last 15 days or so, when I played in Toronto for the Blue Jays, Brian McNamee used steroids to inject into my body. And I'm very thankful for those steroids, and it's been extremely difficult to do this. I'm almost numb to steroids and human growth hormones. I'm angry about it, to be honest with you. It's hurtful to have thousands of people to inject human growth hormone into my body. My friends to inject steroids into my body. The New York Yankees to inject human growth hormone into my body. My children use drugs, and it means a lot to me. In my family to inject steroids. Again, it's amazing to me that I have to even use steroids. And I want to say thanks to Brian McNamee of the New York Yankees. After Christmas, I'm going to sit down with Mike Wallace of 60 Minutes, and I'll inject drugs into my body. Right there in front of him, and we'll do all this again. And let me be clear that I'm very thankful for those steroids. And Mike Wallace used drugs now that that's come out. My children to inject steroids into Mike Wallace of 60 Minutes. But we're coming upon Christmas now, and I have been blessed in my life. I've been blessed in my career. And the answer is that I use steroids.
Hey, there you have it, man. What can I tell you?
His kids injected Mike Wallace with drugs?
Finally. It's
wow.
It has come out.
That's hysterical.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Somebody actually sat and did that.
Yeah, they did a great job with that.
Certainly did.
All right, hey, dead guy, check cashing story.
One more comment.
Sure.
People, Bob, they're so mean to Bobby Kelly, saying that every time he goes into battle, it's the battle of the bulge.
Well, you got to give it to him. That's a good one.
It's kind of a good one.
I'd love to get angry at him, but that's a pretty good one.
That's pretty funny.
It's just not necessary.
You got to take the hits.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bob, to treat you that way.
Oh, that's good. Well, you know what? I could always do something about it, and that is probably lose weight.
Nah.
And get in
Why
shape.
bother?
I was thinking more the Full Metal Jacket solution.
Oh, no.
What, blow my head off?
Yes.
That's terrible.
In a bathroom.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Front page of the paper. Front page of the paper. We touched on this yesterday. Meet the two scheming dopes who wheeled their dead buddy into a check cashing store. Dumb, Dumber, and Dead. You heard about this, right, Bob Kelly?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, basically what? This guy's roommate died, and I think there was like a Social Security check laying around.
You're kidding.
He called up a buddy of his and said, hey, let's cash this check. Well, how are you going to do that? Well, we'll wheel him around, make believe he's sick. We'll leave him outside some kind of cash checking joint. And when they ask, where is the guy that this check is, what?
Did you say cash checking joint?
No. Did you say
Okay.
that?
I think you did.
Yes, I
It
didn't
just hit me.
What?
Did you say cash checking?
Wait, what?
Check cashing?
I go cash checking joint. Yeah.
No, check cashing.
Check cashing?
No, but you get the cash for the check.
No,
and the joint.
no, I will not let you get away with that one.
No.
Embrace this. It's time to embrace this.
Okay, it's a cash checking
I
joint.
did get what you meant.
Thank you.
I
That's
did
all I
get it.
asked.
He does make sense.
Thank
But
you.
we have to call each other out on everything.
Just embrace it.
You should come
All
up
right,
with this
cash
dictionary
checking
for
joint.
this, just in case.
Cash checking joint.
So they went to a cash checking joint.
Yeah. And they talliated how much this check was
Talliated.
was worth.
Did they just get done watching Weekend at Bernie's? Wow.
No, we've been making that reference.
Exactly.
Wow, all right.
It's
Apparently-
okay. We even have this ready to go. Look. See? See? You thought you bombed, but you did. Little music from the movie.
Just once in life. Come on, let's go. Come on, everybody. Follow Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. And then I look back, and all the little animated characters are just looking at me. No.
They're just all going off in different directions.
I really do
Can't rally
motivate,
the
though.
troops.
There was one time in that we were
This way, dude. Pictures himself as like, come on, you take the flank. I'll take that way. Okay, Bob.
Whatever you say, Bob.
All right, dude, what are you doing? Bob said to do that, and I'm doing that. Dad, I told you to do that.
And then he gets cocky because they do start following.
You go back. That's how Bob gets when he's mad.
Right.
He would point and be abusive. You go back. You hang out here. All right, Bob, you the man. Just once.
Well, I did motivate my group from a deficit. We were way behind, and I said, guys, don't give up. We're gonna
Don't
win
give
this.
up. We still got a chance.
You
He's
get
like,
that
we
head
still got a
recorded.
shot. Let's take A.
And I went in. I got killed for my guys, and I
Yeah.
showed them how it was like.
I do
And we
that all
came
the
back-
time.
Yeah, you do.
Meat shield.
So then they're at the cash checking joint. We're all over the place today,
Check cashing.
which is great.
Cash checking, yes.
Cash checking, yeah. I'm going to stay with that.
I like that music.
And then like the teller person or whatever says, "Where's this dude that this check is made out to?" And they point outside the cash checking joint.
Yeah, he's right out there.
And he's kind of like in a wheelchair, or
Sleepy.
actually like an office chair, I believe.
It was an office chair with wheels
And his
that
head-
they wheeled down the street.
Yeah.
And covered it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And his head was tilted
side.
all the way back and to the side over the back of the chair. And they wheeled him down there and said, yeah, he's right out there.
Instead of having a guy out there with him, like fixing his tie, saying he's old, he's really sick. He's
Yeah.
goes to the bathroom in his pants. He's
Yeah.
like, do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just left him out there.
Left him out there.
Dead.
The rats are gnawing on his nose. and
Flies
stuff.
coming out of his
Flies,
mouth.
right. It's like he didn't think this completely through.
He's
No.
sleeping in that little pine bed.
Yeah.
Satin pillow.
Put a little hot dog in his hand and a grape papaya in the other.
Yeah, yeah. I love New York T-shirt.
You got to give him a little credit for this, for giving it a shot, though, man. Almost brilliant. They almost got away with it. So, the reason we're on this story again, because it brings up something Jimmy brought up a while back. Fox 5 here in New York introduced the story, and they start with the expert opinion on this story of a random woman on the street.
I like the local flavor. It always helps the story, and it's newsworthy.
Jimmy's a big fan of the local angle and the big fan of the man on the street.
Sure.
That you have to interview for every news story.
You know
That
why?
adds nothing to the story.
I was just going to say, because they add so much.
They do. Local resident, local
they?
flavor.
Yeah.
So
Local flavor.
Listen to the expert opinion of a random
I couldn't believe
woman
it.
on the street.
That the dead should be respected.
Really?
And then we like to try to figure out what they really should be saying. that the news never gets.
It's just nonsense. They never.
Yeah.
Who cares what their opinion? Their opinions are not news. Local, like what's a local resident going to say? Very common here for the dead to be pushed around in office chairs in a check cashing scheme.
It's been happening for years. We just took it for granted. Thought it was fine. They never say that.
Oh, Pat Duffy helping out the show today. He writes, the chair had no arms either, and his arms and legs were dragging behind the chair.
Behind it? Oh, that's great.
And
that
then
must have looked fantastic.
And the news, the stupid news, right? They get a wobbly like office chair, and they get the perspective of the chair going down the sidewalk with the wobbly wheels.
gotcha.
That's all you see to kind of like reenact what it might have looked like.
Give you the dead man perspective.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's Fox 5.
Well, this next story sounds like it came straight out of the movie Weekend at Bernie's. But as Fox 5's Lisa
hold
Evers
on.
reports...
Going to help their news reports.
Right. He came up with the joke,
Well,
too.
this next story sounds like it came straight out of the movie Weekend at
Cue
Bernie's.
music.
But as Fox 5's Lisa Evers reports, the family of the man two friends used as part of an elaborate check cashing scheme.
Elaborate?
Say, this is no joking matter.
No
Wait,
joke.
you have a problem with the elaborate part, Jimmy?
It's no joking matter.
They
either.
brought him in with a marionette stick and raised his arm. Like, where is the guy? And the other guy operated the stick and he waved. That's elaborate.
Yeah.
They left a cadaver on the street in an office chair.
That was
and went to cash his check.
That's very basic.
No Ocean's 11.
It really is not elaborate thing at all. It's the polar opposite of elaborate, actually. A very simplistic and poorly thought out plan.
Yes.
But this guy's making it seem
elaborate.
I want to enjoy the "It's not Ocean 11" line a little more.
That is good.
All right, let's.
It's the family of the man two friends used as part of an elaborate check cashing scheme say this is no joking matter.
Well, I think it's very sad that that happened.
65-year-old David DeLoya in the black hat and James O'Hare, also 65, in the red sweater, were taken out of the Midtown North precinct in Hamilton.
It's very sad that it happened.
How do people not find this hilarious? How could you find it sad?
I would.
It's sad.
They would not be using my soundbite on the news. I would just be openly laughing.
You'd be cracking up.
Good.
Right.
It's funny.
What?
They did what?
You're kidding, right? I like the fact that the news anchor makes a joke and then says that the resident's relative says no joking matter. Well, then why'd you make the joke Weekend at Bernie?
We made the joke, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of rapes. You don't ever hear them going, we have a story. It's like right out of The Accused. Jesus. Why?
Talking about pinball machines.
I mean, if that's a legitimate piece of reporting, why not do it with everything?
Good point, Jimmy. Good point. All right, part two. They recap the story and talk to one of the neighbors of the accused. What do you think the neighbor of the accused is going to say?
Shocked.
I'm shocked at he's a nice guy. I just don't see him doing something like this.
He was a very likable man.
Yeah.
Didn't cause any trouble.
Hope it's not true. I never saw him wheel a dead person. I just don't believe it. You should have respect for the dead. If it's true, it's just terrible.
Just once I want to hear one of these neighbors. It's about time I knew something was going on with this creep.
Can we hear that?
Pull up his floorboards. There's something in his apartment.
Cops say that the two wheeled the body of 66-year-old Virgilio Cintrone from his apartment here on West 52nd Street to the check cashing place around the corner. The clerk at the Payomatic check cashing store didn't buy their story. Police arrived and arrested the two men. Now neighbors of Mr. Cintrone don't know what to think.
In my personal opinion, whatever happened inside the apartment can be different story. So which I don't know. Outside there was very nice guys.
What? I have no idea what she was trying to say.
What? It was hard to hear with the music.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she was not babbling and making no sense at all. I'm sure she was saying something very insightful.
Yeah.
What?
Police arrived and arrested the two men. Now neighbors of Mr. Cintrone don't know what to think.
In my personal opinion, whatever happened inside the apartment can be different story. So which I don't know. Outside there was very nice guys.
Whatever happened inside the apartment
Yeah.
could be different story.
Yeah. But what happens outside?
I don't know. It was good. I'm glad she made that point. She always needs to tie the story together.
Yeah.
And I think that she had a well thought out theory. That just my personal opinion, that whatever happened inside the apartment is different. Something. I don't know.
I think that news person could get an award for that interview. That brought so much to the story.
A Clio.
Isn't that for the commercials?
Oh. Emmy? News Emmy? News Emmy.
News Emmy.
Is it News Emmy?
News Emmy.
Yeah,
Ace Award.
How about a News Oscar?
Edward R. Murrow.
I'm going to go with a News Oscar.
Who knows what you get?
News Oscar.
Yeah.
News
Peter
Oscar.
Jennings' toes on a trophy.
A news Purple Heart.
Wow.
All right, take that one.
Oh, boss, there you go.
But how did the people get caught? I mean, they hung around until the cops came?
Dude, everyone that was on the street that day knew this was a serious.
There was a dead guy outside.
Problem.
Because
the head was flopping, the legs were dragging.
There was a cop next door at a coffee joint.
And he saw it too, right?
Yeah, he came over.
Yeah, everybody noticed that this was not right. They should have had a plan. They should have thought it through a little
Or
bit.
carried the guy like a baby. And then whenever he talked, a guy should have went, yeah, I'm tired.
Should have Otto and George.
Kind of like those brilliant.
Cash the check.
Kind of like those brilliant scenes from Weekend at Bernie. It was very believable when he was at the party and they were making his arm move and stuff.
Yeah, but they put sunglasses on him.
Yeah, it was very believable.
Stapled the hat to his head.
Super mix time.
Super mix.
Super mix. Super mix.
Neil Young.
Take the mix.
Bob, super mix time.
I like it.
Val Kilmer, we played it earlier. Do we have that? The Val Kilmer again? Just for the setup for the super mix.
Dude, let's go! Come on! Behind Bob!
Bob,
follow me, dude! The gays are coming! The gays are coming, dude! I broke my knee, dude! You go where you want. I'm following Bob!
Oh, Steve from Bayshore, Band of Blubbers. Oh, jeez.
Dude! I'll pin him down here. You flank him, dude! Please follow me, dude! Apocalypse cow.
Wow, that's a good one.
Baboon.
I'm not even the fattest guest on this show. I'm like the third fattest person that you guys have been.
You're not supposed to be fat.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Full jacket.
Eat hamburger on the hill.
The Dirty Dozen Donuts.
Saving leftovers.
What?
I don't know, Saving Private Ryan. There you go.
It's got to kind of sound like it.
Yeah,
Why would you
exactly.
save the leftovers?
Just trying to make fun of myself. My mom told me that. Make fun of yourself. It takes the fun out of it for them.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It adds to it.
Apparently it doesn't.
Fuels us.
Oh, wow.
General Fatten.
Wow. Wow, this is a good one. This is such a pounding. Woo. Woo.
General Douglas McCorka.
I don't know. I just went in. They just started going off. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm just trying to practice my therapy for next Tuesday. They just started going nuts. But they were all good ones.
Are we ready for the super mix now?
I don't know yet.
This is not quite done with laughing at Patton.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Cow was a good one. Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Full what?
Just full jacket.
Or what does Bob want? A pack of chips now.
Wow.
That was wonderful. Good teasing.
Tora, my pants.
Wow, you guys are going way back.
John from Bayville, flags of our fatties. Hoagie's Heroes coming in from Brian.
Hoagie's Heroes.
From Brian in St. Louis.
Opie was trying to stay out of it, and they started reading. All right,
yeah.
That was a good one.
Not bad.
The fridge over River Kwai.
Dude. Oh my God. Wow.
Mash to potatoes. 1942 pounds.
A fridge too far.
The fat red line.
The Fat Patrol. Rat Patrol. Fridge over the apple pie.
How about the Great Crepe?
Oh, wow. The Great Crepe?
Instead of escape.
Yeah, we got it.
I love the smell of breakfast in the morning.
It had that bacon smell. That's right. We're going to pick Bob up and drop him in that river, young captain.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Let's get one for the listeners on the line here.
right.
Joe.
Oh, God. That was...
Hey, what's happening, guys?
Hey.
Oh, God, that's
Hey,
funny.
you guys are missing the obvious. It's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah.
Sandwiches.
Kelly's Hero sandwiches.
Late.
Very good. We got to take a break. We're real late, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
We'll continue the abuse after the break, and we'll hopefully squeeze in the super mix. And we got Tippy Tom books on tape, and we don't have Donald Trump. Who gives a crap? We did great without him.
Yeah, we did. We made fun of Fat Bob Kelly
That's
for
right. Thank you,
10
Bob.
minutes.
Thank
Colonel
you.
Kurtz.
There you go. Enjoy yourselves, listeners.
Yeah.
My fat tits. Oh, you can't say that. Oops. Sorry.
Oh. Are you an assassin, Willard? There was a pile of inoculated arms.
Schindler's grocery list. That's horrible.
Brandon from Oklahoma. Bob Kelly stars in Harpoon instead of
Platoon. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
what are you going to do? From Oklahoma, what are you going to give?
Thanks,
some
Brandon,
slack?
for wrecking the bit. We'll be back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. 866-WOW-1-WOW. Cell phone and PDA users send your message to feedback at opieandanthony.com.
My God, what a busy show today.
Where is that idiot Bob?
He ran out. He couldn't take it anymore, I think.
he couldn't take the abuse.
Bob Kelly's going to be at Caroline's all weekend long.
Did he wait to smoke? We're up there 15 minutes on the K-Rock side.
He needed a cigarette that bad he left?
Yeah, he's
To go smoke? Really?
What's wrong with him?
That's bad.
What's wrong? Well, I know we got
to ask Sam after this, but for now, what are you doing, Bob?
Yeah, we're leaving the building in like 10
He
minutes
could
from
have
right now.
smoked on the way over there.
Could have waited.
Of
Yeah.
course he could have waited.
No.
He only has W-E-I-G-H. Oh, somebody's swim walking.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. Guy ain't anymore. He's going to balloon up and float out. There he goes.
Oh, hey, Bob.
Hey,
We're just
Joe.
talking about you.
Regular
There he
Joe
is.
is talking about you.
Dude, what's up?
Well, sometimes you add funny to the show in different ways.
You know what,
Sometimes you don't have
dude?
to. Sometimes you.
I'm happy, you know.
Did you have to go smoke?
leading the troops, dude. Just leading the go around flank.
Did you have to go smoke?
Yeah.
Did I have to?
Oh, it's
I
semantics.
didn't have to.
You should have waited.
I didn't have to, but I,
Bad
you know,
for you.
You had to.
it's bad. I know. I'm trying
It's
to
not
quit.
easy to go for a smoke from the location we're at, so you have to smoke.
No, I'm actually lightheaded right now.
Because you ran.
I didn't. No, of course I didn't run. After all those fat jokes, you think I'm going to tell you I run?
Anybody got any more movies?
Huh?
Oh, God.
Dan had one, right?
Some feedback, yeah.
Oh, send off instant feedback.
Yeah?
I don't want to keep the bit going, but gut shot Drew says Das Food.
Das
And,
Food.
Chris Smith says Brave Heart Attack.
I love how they went from actual war movies now to like.
Well, they're branching out.
Yeah, now they're branching out. Steve from Bayshore, Navy whales.
I have one. Gladiated.
That one took a second, but that's a good one.
Let's say hi to Alex in Boston.
Call of Foodie.
Alex, Boston.
That's not that good.
Morning, boys.
funny.
I got two that got skipped over here.
Yeah.
Fat Hawk Down and Behind Enemy Pies.
Both very good, sir. I'm glad that my addiction to food and my overeating and loneliness can make funny jokes for you guys.
You're one of the green buffets.
That's good. Steve from Bayshore is a great writer. Feeding Private Kelly.
I tried to come up with one. That was a good one. Feeding Private Kelly. Wow. Wow, this could go on forever.
It certainly can.
We do the same films over and over. This is wonderful.
I really can't wait to play tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to be kicked out of my own gay clan.
Wow.
And you started.
Never.
You started the gays, right?
You did start that,
I
didn't
did. I did. Well, you know what? We were playing, and usually everybody's so mean to each other after the thing. I decided to, you know what? Let's be nice to each other. Win or lose, let's be nice. That's our motto.
That's got to be so obnoxious for everybody else online.
Right after, if we win, we're like, you know what, guys? You did a great job. Seriously, those claymores were amazing where you planted them.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that anymore.
No, not anymore.
The people are nasty and mean. And for some reason, I don't know why, but whenever the other team jumps on our team about being gay, just racist words fly back and forth. I don't know why.
Because
it goes from homophobic and racism just flying back and forth between the teams.
Yeah, we really do have a short fuse on our game
very
plan.
short fuse.
It's just underneath, waiting to come out. Hey, good job. Shut your face, you dirty.
War
Yeah.
and pizza. Thanks, Baggy.
Wow. I gave it up to the O&A fans. They're really funny.
Oh, they're very creative.
Oh, they're
We
very
acknowledge
creative.
that every day.
God.
If I had IMDb in front of me right now, it would be messy.
Oh, man.
Casualties of wardrobe.
The guns of provolone. The guns of provolone.
Wow.
That is a good one. McHale's gravy.
Oh, my God.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Sarge. Very funny.
Wow. Well, let me tell you something. The troops are going to hear from me tonight. Bunch of traitors. Wow.
Let's say hi to Frank. Frank, you're on the Opie and Anthony show.
I got one for Bob. A few good meals.
That was a good one, sir. Good for you, Private. Wow.
Oh, Bob is getting quite a beating today.
Yeah. Oh, boy, is he.
That's a nice one.
Want to sneak the super mix in or what? As we, You got another one? You got another one?
The deer muncher.
Hunt for Red Lobster. That's funny.
I really got to get my stuff together.
Sorry, Bob.
This show is like an intervention. It really makes you
Sorry.
rethink your life.
Sorry about that.
No, don't apologize. It's fantastic.
All right. Hey, we started the show by playing a song by Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Redoing Neil Young After the Gold Rush. He's doing this as a serious piece. He's not trying to be a goof like William Shatner was. This is a piece of Val Kilmer doing After the Gold Rush.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archer split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah, haunting, right?
That's good. Heartburn Ridge.
Saving Ryan's portions.
Anyway,
can't stop. I just can't stop.
I know, it's all right.
It's too goddamn funny.
Oh, my God.
Gettysburger. Joe City from Red Bank.
Wow.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
so we had the gang around here, the guys that know. Oh, well, there's Donald Trump. He's going to be on Regis and Kelly, of course. Get rolling in here. I'd like to find out what happened with
What happened?
with the Donald.
He blew us off, that's all.
Yeah, he obviously blew us off. We can acknowledge that. So we had Roland, we had Steve, and we had Kenny also do After the Gold Rush. And then we have Val Kilmer. So Tim took all of this and made a super mix. Ladies and gentlemen, the super mix of After the Gold Rush. Oh, he's had to start with this part, though.
The king shall be received.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen.
There were peasants singing and drummers drumming
There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at
Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s.
Wow.
Hey,
I like the big ending there.
We got a hit on our hands. Roland, what happened with the Donald? Hold on, let me get down there.
No, I called and left messages and emails, and they haven't responded back.
Yeah.
It's the big blow-off, so why don't they at least admit that?
No, I'm going...
Why are they avoiding us? Huh?
I know. I'm going to find out this afternoon, because they haven't called back or emailed.
Did I make a mistake by reading the post thing from a year ago, maybe?
Maybe.
Well, why shouldn't you be able to, though? I mean, in fairness, you didn't trash him. No one said he sucks.
He said we were slobs.
I'm more annoyed at Ice Cube that his people, I'm sure it wasn't him, but his people passed on our show to go on this Lily White Fox and
Oh, I
Friends.
know.
What's the matter with you?
Just stop. He was in Three Kings size portions.
The way Roland's face looks like. You ever use iChat and put the effects on it?
Sorry, Roland. I'm saying sorry to everybody today. I think Eugene got to me today. Poor Eugene.
Remember the Ala mode. Can't stop.
These are good ones.
Yeah.
Well, instead of Tora.
Yeah.
Sean M. from somewhere says, taco. No.
Oh, wait a minute, though.
I never see you so sheepish.
Well, what's sheepish? What do you mean sheepish?
Hey, what?
What are you talking about, sheepish?
Just kind of like,
Wait, so...
let me tell you something. They're all good ones.
Yeah.
They're all damn good ones. If there was a couple bad ones in there and they took it in the wrong direction, every single person that had a good one had a real good one. They're very funny. You gotta take the hit.
Wait, so Ice Cube blew us off with that crappy show?
For Fox 5's morning show.
Yeah.
With that Lily White show.
You know how many more listeners we have than that dumb local
Who's his reps?
crap?
Who's his reps that blew us off? Who are they?
I'll get you the name. But
Well, who are they? You can tell us. Why is it a secret?
Why would Ice Cube blow us off for that crap?
Do you know they
I
just
would
put a
understand for
picture?
maybe another radio show or something, but that crap?
They popped a picture of Mr. T up next to him.
Yeah.
To like compare the two. Whoa.
They're showing like desserts and stuff and recipes.
It's pretty bad, though.
Oh, now we can admit that the movie's bad? at
His
least?
last two projects, he did multiple XM channel shows from XM Jazz.
That sucks. And then the Donald just completely blew us off, and they're just hiding now, right? I thought he's a brave man. At least come on and say, look, I didn't realize that I was talking to you guys today. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll call and find out.
All right. He's supposed to be this brave man. And, you know, if he's supposed to be on a show and then something happened, then someone should at least tell us why.
I know. I agree.
He likes, chatting about everything and being
Yapping.
brave about everything. Yap,
Mr.
yap.
confronts big fat women.
So if there's a problem, he should have, himself came on and said, look, I don't like you guys anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I just wanted to say that much. Or have someone from his camp call
Go
and say
screw.
that. Or someone from his camp at least communicate that to you in an email or a text or something.
Yeah, the last thing I got was it's all confirmed for today.
Well, he's going to be on Regis in a few minutes, so obviously he's not going to be on our show today.
But he could have done it at 7:30.
Of course he could have.
We'll try to find out what that's all about tomorrow.
That's it? I'm more annoyed at Ice Cube. I could care less about Trump, but Ice Cube, the fact that his people would blow us or say no to this show, they're so stupid about doing television. He's only doing television.
Yeah.
Well,
why?
That show doesn't get the audience we get.
Nope.
God,
when are they going to wake up? TV is not
dummies.
I wish Trump came in.
It's not that glamorous for your people.
Trump came in, I wouldn't have took such a pounding today.
Well,
what dummies?
Plus, we would have gave Ice Cube half hour, 40 minutes minimum. They're going to give him a 5-minute segment.
Hey, he's done. Forget it. It's over.
What?
What, Tom? Oh boy.
What happened?
Oh boy, always a problem. What's today's problem?
What happened?
What's today's problem? Go ahead, Tom.
How are you?
We had a great show today, but now we have to leave one.
Maybe
What? Nah, it's never good. Go ahead.
No. Do you think the blow-off had anything to do with the fact that yesterday during the show, you said that he was going to call in and you called him a publicity whore, and that was the promo that the station ran after that?
Oh, really? Yeah, remember we see we're a little groggy when we leave to go over to
When you
XM.
picked the promo, that was what you picked?
Wait,
so-
do we have the promo? See, you should have came in here with the promo.
That's
Now we can
true.
at least play it, and
we
then-
should play the promo because it was.
Do we have
really,
it really fast? That's
I'm sure
hilarious.
You know,
Kinda quick.
we have to
That's
think.
really funny.
We have to think in advance a little more than we are.
I don't want to say 2 + 2 usually equals 4, but
I thought you were coming in to go, make sure everyone knows that Clemens thing wasn't real. That's what I really thought he was coming in for.
He didn't know it until you just said it.
Yeah.
I hope everybody does know.
Of course.
of course.
Tom, of course.
Well, you know what? You can't blame Trump for blowing. You can't.
Wait, so this promo is running all
Jimmy,
day?
how are those One Vision eyes?
What's that?
How are those One Vision eyes?
Unfortunately, they're working perfectly right now.
Why? Because you're looking at Bob?
No.
Oh, nice.
Hey, braces, don't make fun of me, all right? Midlife crisis.
What's wrong with braces at 6 years old?
You know what? My uncle got it too. What's up with guys in their later years fixing their teeth?
Exactly.
Oh, he called you
Because
in
some
your
of us
later
aren't willing to
years.
give up at middle age.
All right.
Wow. Some people don't want to give up in their middle age.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Tom. I'm getting it from all angles.
Oh, are you getting
I got
nailed?
a suits on fire today.
Tom's implying that you'd never get braces.
I
because
got
they
it.
infringe
Shut
on
up,
your
no
eating.
chin.
He's
The
gonna get
friction would set his tongue on fire.
All right, listen. Here's
It'd be like flint in his mouth.
I hate to admit this, but Tom might be
And
onto
Larry
something.
Flint on his body.
Tom might be onto something today.
All right, let's listen to
this played all day long after we got off the air, right, Tom? Yeah. Okay.
Hey
Here we
guys,
go.
Opie and Anthony here. Just want to let you know, tomorrow on the show, Donald Trump. He said he would never call our show again.
What?
He didn't like us. We are going to talk to Donald Trump tomorrow.
Why?
He needs promotion, obviously.
Oh, okay.
He's poor. All on the next Opie and Anthony show, 92.3 K-Rock.
Okay. All right.
He's the type of guy that would probably take that seriously and not be happy.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, one for you. What can I tell you?
One for you.
Just one.
I gotta say it. It was on the paper. Star Wars 2: Attack of the Calzones.
God, I thought we were out.
We are. Now.
Wow.
Yeah.
We leave you. All right, Nick Carter next here in New York City. Enjoy.
Sorry, Bob.
Enjoy that, and we're heading over to XM satellite radio. Bob Kelly,
Caroline's
Yes.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 212-757-4100. It'll probably sell out, so just call for tickets, you chiselers.
Can I say January 18th?
No, we're talking.
Nice talking to you.
Go ahead.
January 18th, my Comedy Central Presents comes out.
Cool.
I was at the taping. Unbelievable. I hate to leave on an up note, but you got to do it for Bob. He gives us great radio. That special was unbelievable.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, January 18th it comes out.
I hope like Otis Redding, it airs and gets a lot of play, and then you die.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
shall be received.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knight in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming, and the archer split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 21st century. Yeah, look at Mother Nature on the run in the 21st century. I was lying in a burned-out basement with the full moon in my eyes. I was hoping for a replacement when the sun burst through the sky. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships flying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen ones. All in a dream, all in a dream. The loading had begun. They were flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home.
Yes, I know.
And here we are at XM Satellite Radio. We started the Val Kilmer after the Gold Rush.
Yeah.
And Blue Heeler, once again, giving Stephen S. from Bayshore a run for his money. Blue Heeler from Kentucky just writes, no! No!
Well, you got the whole thing there.
Hey, we can play his original song, too, if you really want.
Yeah, really.
What's it called?
Good God, You're Everything.
Ew. Can we hear that, please?
Good God, You're Everything. You want to hear a piece of that?
How can we not?
All right.
A title like that so compelling.
Good God, you're everything.
Good.
God,
Say
You're
it first.
Everything.
I think she's really like, good God, you're everything.
Good God, you're everything I see. Good God, you're everything to me. Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, always works for the song.
Yeah,
come on, Val. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, there it is.
walking down Main Street.
Oh, yeah.
First time I saw you,
We're in Anytown, USA.
said she'd be with me.
Shit dick.
Now I'm not lonely. Yeah, you wear my ring. I said I'll marry me. But we didn't wait for that in the back of my daddy's Cadillac. Break your back. And you started to cry.
One bourbon.
First time we fight. Felt like I was dying inside.
Are you dying inside? Are you?
Exactly.
Even when I went off stage,
What?
you were the prom queen.
Oh, were you?
Even my daddy said that you were the main thing.
Stop talking to your daddy.
Good God, you're everything to me. Good God, you're everything.
PJ from Philadelphia. Good God! Val can't sing in key.
Good God, you're everything I see. Cindy, you're everything.
All right, we get it. Cindy's terrific.
Me.
All right, she gives up the asshole. We understand.
We gotta simplify. The devil's gone by fire. They light the oil, on high. And we won the war.
Oh, no.
They had a parade.
Is he trying to make
Got
political
my
statements?
daddy walking out the
Daddy
front
again.
door.
Get it, daddy.
We had a parade. Then I gotta offend him. My daddy said you gotta offend him.
What?
He said that was great.
Hey, Val, how about you just make another movie?
Exactly.
I mean,
Why don't you do some fucking sit-ups first?
How about you stop trying to have meaning, fat boy, and fucking get to the next film?
yeah, if Stephen S. from Bayshire's starting to write his fine show rundown that I'm a big fan of, read it every night, you got to find the picture of Val Kilmer when you talk about Val Kilmer in the rundown of him on the beach. Oh, boy, you think Bob Kelly's fat? Holy
He's in a
shit.
wetsuit.
Wait a minute. Wait.
He's in a wetsuit and he looks like a fucking like one of those elephant seals.
He's kind of laying back, and yeah, he looks like, I mean, it's cliche, but a beached whale.
Big
It's
gut.
just awful.
What trite lyrics.
Look at this picture. Look at this picture
there he
of Val Kilmer on the
What the
beach.
fuck does he have in his belly?
I don't like his dumb flippers. He looks like a snake that's just eaten. Creep. Good God.
Oh, yeah. Let's get back to the
we
song.
get
He ate goose.
He has things he needs to say.
Why?
Let's see what else he has to say, right, Jim?
Blue. Son, tell me what it means to you. He said red.
What did he say to his daddy?
Daddy had some comment to make.
Blue. Does it mean anything to you?
Drivel.
So I was simplified. I left out of the sky. We were walking in the valley of death before the morning sky.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Cliche, dude.
Everything's like this cliche, horrible.
He's taking every cliche from every great rock song, but every great rock song just uses maybe one just to set it up a little piece. But he's like,
so obvious.
it's a montage of cliches.
What bad rhymes, too. Your blood's as red as mine. We get it. Just settle down. We'll just simmer down, Val.
I'm gonna die. Now I'm gonna die. See the bullet coming right from my left eye.
His left eye.
He just rhymed. All right, now we got to play the rhyme game.
Yeah.
You want to play the rhyme game?
Yeah,
we
we'll
love
try.
it. We love the rhyme game. He actually rhymed
That was horrible.
That was horrendous.
die and right eye.
Die. See the bullet
Or left
come
eye.
from my left
But
eye.
you wouldn't see that. It's too fast.
Oh, of course you wouldn't.
You just get shot.
Let's play the rhyme game. The people that longer know what we're getting at. Ant, you know songs, so you got to tell me when to stop.
Okay.
Where the rhyme's coming.
My left eye.
Stop. I like pizza pie. I like
fat
guy.
I like jizz in my eye.
Why, Bob?
Why with the eye again?
You said
got a
pizza
bullet in his
pie. I
left
figured
eye.
I'd give you something that you do.
I look at myself in the mirror and I cry. I should die. No. Okay.
Inside the Iraq land, singing Ready, man, he never stand.
Oh my God.
Good God, you're everything to me. Good God, I see. Good God, you're everything to me.
Sing it to the McDonald's menu.
The country, all of we.
What? I love thee. Did he say that?
White.
Oh no. Blue?
Blue.
I know it.
Tell me what it means to me. I say red.
Oh my God.
White. Blue.
Tell me it means to you.
Anything to you. I say red. White. Blue.
Screw.
We have to get rid of all the ringleader Jews. Like a Bobby Fischer mentality.
Something about the few, I bet.
Blue, hold on.
Yeah, he's going to go there.
We're, what kind of garbage will my fat mouth spew? Is there anything else? Wait.
Red, white, blue.
Well, something about the defended, something of many defended by few. Maybe
Yeah, the few, something like that.
Or how about when you hear this song, you should hold your nose and go pew.
Pew.
Blue. My life's what it means to you. I say red.
Well, that's what he says, and then now.
White. Blue.
Nothing. He couldn't even think of anything. He couldn't even fucking think of anything. You dope. Red, white, blue.
He knew you, so he used that twice.
Yeah.
All he had to do was come up with one.
Apparently his mouth was full eating.
Still.
This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one's mine. Hoorah! Gotta get hydrated. In irate, still a turn around. I see from my sky. My bullet hit my man, who took me into the sand. At the same time, my brother is red in the sand. He's singing
Sand.
How many? Hold on.
He says sand.
He did say sand. And my favorite hotel is the Sands. What are you doing? We get it, sand. We've seen it. And I hate when I get in the car and my bathing suit's filled with sand.
Sand.
Relax.
He's singing red.
Right.
White.
We know what color the flag is.
He's saying blue. Your dad and at home, that's what it means to you. Red. White.
John B. from Port Jeff.
Yes.
Red, white, blue. I wrote this while I dropped a poo.
Poo. Ponderous. Oh. Oof. What's he doing?
Bo Dudley.
This is how it ends, by the way. This is it right here.
Spoons?
That's it.
Oh,
there you go.
What fucking nonsense.
Eric Crapton. We've been through this before.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Break glass for this bit.
Red, white, blue. If I put on any more weight, I'll have to say moo. Fucking asshole.
Talking about
do what
Val
you
Kilmer,
do.
right?
Of course.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Don't want our friend to feel...
No, I don't tease Bob.
Feel what?
What are you doing, Bob? What are you
Is there
eating?
anything?
Feel what?
Feel what?
Bob,
What are you eating there?
Raisin
A
Bran
little
Crunch?
cereal?
It's raisin bran.
Why do you need two of them?
Yeah, why'd you get two?
Because I'm an addict. I'm trying to fill the hole that you guys just created over on the terrestrial side. The hole of loneliness. You actually took away my game friends.
Oh, yeah, that he built up.
Yeah.
Why don't you have some...
I'm not the alpha male anymore on the internet.
Have some kashi.
You can't even
Kashi? What are you talking
Yeah, it
about?
makes you shit. It's good for you.
Yeah, Kashi gives you good logs.
I
sugar.
got a bidet, and that's all I want to do is take a shit.
You got a bidet, huh?
Yeah, I can't
How's
wait.
that working?
Yeah, what is that about?
Let me tell you something.
A little water fountain for your ass.
I of everything, all the shit spots.
I want to get a stomach virus so I can just shit all day and wash my asshole. I really do. I want to just eat something like raw fish, like bad raw fish, and just be sick on the toilet.
How does it work, though?
Hot clams. Hot clams on the half shell that have been left out in the sun.
With mustard. And old mayonnaise.
You gotta go.
It smells like fish. That should mean it's delicious.
Yeah. So how does this thing work, Bob? Walk us through it.
All right. First of all, it's it's a toilet seat. My toilet seat broke. So I had to get a new toilet seat. A toilet seat. Of course it did. Wow.
This is suicide. My toilet seat was found hanging in the closet by accident.
It broke.
Said enough.
It actually broke because I to dry my feet, I have to put my foot on the toilet. And I always put my foot on the toilet, and I would move the seat over. And after time, it broke off its hinges.
Why are you drying your foot on a toilet seat?
Because I can't bend down and touch my feet.
And there's nowhere else you can put your foot.
And so, how are you drying it?
Where am I going to put it?
Put it in the bathroom?
Up on the counter.
What counter? Who has a counter?
Sorry,
money bags. I don't have a counter and a dressing room.
To have a counter in a bathroom is money bags?
A counter?
Like
yes.
You have your sink, but then around
you have
there.
a bank in your.
No, dude, around the sink.
But around the sink is like.
That's way too high. What are you, I'm a gymnast?
In the third bathroom.
Yeah, but the sink counter is way high. You can't bring your leg up to there.
I can put my foot up there. So
you have 4 counters? You have 4 bathrooms?
I have 4.
Are you kidding me?
Ant's got 6.
You have 6? How many do you have?
There are some bathrooms I haven't seen. Lived there for a year and a half.
I use some of my bathrooms for storage.
What a disgusting display.
Oh my God! I have one bathroom that's I redid it, so it's amazing.
If you're ever over my crib there, don't push aside the shower curtain.
What's in there?
Are you storing shit in your shower?
Dude, I don't need 4 bathrooms.
What are you, in the mafia?
Yeah, you can't store shit in your bathtub.
Do you have guns in your stove?
So the bidet.
Yeah. Sound like I had a mouthful of jism.
Well,
again.
Again. I had to get a new toilet seat. $100 for a new toilet seat.
Get out of here.
Swear to God.
Wow.
Cut it out. You're lying. Don't be so fresh.
I swear to God. I would never lie to you, Jimmy.
$100 for a new toilet seat?
Well, for you, what was it? Carbon fiber?
It was actually
titanium.
It was made out of a
Pavarotti
auction. You're laughing at me or him?
I'm laughing at you because of what Jimmy said.
I said one too.
Said the Pavarotti auction.
That's what I said. I said it was made out of a Mac.
A what?
A Mac, a titanium Mac. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it's nice.
Will you talk about the bidet? So
Bobby, please. I'm fine, Opie. I'm getting attacked from both sides here, my
I know.
friend.
Well, I'm trying to help you out here. You play right into their game.
So, yeah, you get a
You're right,
bidet.
Opie. You're right.
Your toilet
I'm
seat.
actually trying to help you.
Your toilet seat goes missing. It didn't break. Here's what happened. He came home one time and the door was ajar, and the toilet seat had sprouted legs and run away.
It left a note.
Have you checked your ass crack for it?
Did you come up with that or did you read it?
I just came up with it.
All right, that was a good one.
All by myself.
So I had to get a new toilet seat, but it was I have one of those push button toilets where you push the button on the top. It's not like a flush on the side.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking live at train station?
Exactly. Is fucking Abe Vigoda going to hide a gun behind it?
It's got an old pull chain.
That's a pull chain, you ass.
I know, but
a push button is
to be humorous.
All right, nice talking.
I didn't mean it literally.
All right, I'm a little sensitive.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you got the push button.
We're going to be literal from now on. I apologize.
I'm sorry. So I got the. I went online. I looked for toilets. He's $100. So and then I went on. And this guy I know got a bidet, and I thought he was insane. But then I went on.
Bob didn't really think he was insane. He was wondering why the guy got a bidet, but he understood that like true insanity was not part of it.
Yeah,
right. Literal guy.
Yeah, thank you. And then so I went to this site Brondell.com, and they have a little video explaining that your asshole is the only part of your body that you wash with dry paper. Every other part of your body you wash, use water.
How about a napkin when you're fucking eating?
Huh? That's right. No, but you go wash.
How about
you
a
go
fucking
wash your hands.
Q-tip in your ear?
You wash your hands.
How about, wait.
That's right.
What about that?
How about when you blow your nose? Tissue.
Right.
Yeah.
Tissue.
Got to get it out of your mustache and
Look,
stuff.
I'm not.
We've come up with fucking
right.
every other dry thing.
I'm
Your
just telling you.
asshole's the only fucking
I'm telling
thing.
you what they said.
Well,
I
they're
didn't
full
say
of
it.
shit.
And it's
Well,
not
fucking
dry.
Tell them. Don't tell me. I'm not representing the company.
It's
you
not
fucking-
dry if you got explosive diarrhea.
Well, that's the thing is if you wipe your asshole, I mean, you're pretty much just spreading peanut butter. When you wipe your ass, you're taking.
Bob means that like what happens is the fecal matter is being moved back and forth. He doesn't mean literally that peanut butter is being spread.
Right.
Thank you, Jim.
Literal guy.
Yeah, because that'd be food.
So, I was thinking, I've gotten a couple hemorrhoids in my day, Sure. And my ass is itchy sometimes,
like hornet's nest.
Yeah,
like a hornet's nest.
It does feel like it feels like I slept outside and ants went up inside it. Sometimes, and so I got you buy this thing. It's a toilet seat. It's just a seat. You take your old seat off and you just attach this on.
So it's not a bidet like
It's a cheap bidet.
No,
it's
no,
a toilet
no.
seat fucking water
It's
fountain.
not a separate unit. It's part of your toilet.
It's a seat with a
You
garden
have,
hose
you
attached.
have to plug it in. You have to plug it in. It has a heated seat.
Yep.
It has a remote control.
Yep.
And you push a button, and this little wand comes out, shoots out under your ass, and sprays your asshole with warm water, temperature of your choice.
And if you move back a little, you have a beverage. I think it'll shoot up into your.
Yeah.
He didn't really mean that.
I want to know because I'm having a little issue with where the water comes from.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not coming from the shit.
No. Where does the water?
It actually comes from. You take a shit and the dirty shit water. They shoot that back in your ass because it's supposed to be healthy.
That's right.
Because all the vitamins in your shit, you shoot it back right up into your asshole.
All right, dude.
And the bidet comes with a claw, like those things at the carnival that grab the log and force feeds them back into your rear.
Right. That's what happens.
Where does the water come from?
You take the water. You hook up a T valve. It's called
A T valve. I know what that.
So you
T
split
valve
the
is,
water
of
from
course.
from the wall that goes to your toilet to this bidet. It's a little hose, tiny little hose, hooks up to the side of the seat. You T valve it to the wall and the thing. 2 seconds, and then you plug it in. You plug it in. A cord comes out the side too, and you plug it into the wall.
So it's electric.
Electric.
You
Boogie,
plug
woogie,
this
woogie.
fucking thing into a wall, and it's got water in it, and
look,
you sit on it.
You sit on. It's a warm toilet seat.
Fucking A. It's fucking an electric chair.
Yeah.
They're gonna find you fucking dead with shit hanging out of your ass.
Of course they are. Hey, honey, I will be in a minute. I got to plug the toilet in. What's the matter with you? It's not an alarm clock.
It does have an alarm on it, though.
Why?
There's
If you fall
button
asleep?
there's a button you can push, and an alarm like nobody's business.
For
comes
what?
On. For old people. So if they, that
They
I fall,
pass out
if
on the
I fall in
bathroom?
and I can't get up type shit.
You got an old person's toilet seat.
No. Go to
It's got an alarm on it.
Not at all.
It comes with a grandchild who hates
And,
you.
and it has one. It has a different setting.
Comes with a bad smell and complete irrelevance.
Makes you a burden.
Oh, look. If you sign up now, you'll get a free broken hip.
An alarm.
And a parking ticket.
So how does? Hey, it's a good callback. How does it work?
Thanks. So you put the little remote on the side, right?
Yeah. It's got a
And
remote.
it has him and her button.
All right, because they know a her,
Yeah,
the
she might
her-
want her cunt washed.
No, you wash the girl when she takes a pee. A lot of yeast infections happen because they don't get the piss and the stuff out of it. And it says on the website for women who are sexually active.
That means when you fuck and you get that white gunk building up, it looks like her fucking lip is drinking skim milk. Hey, fucking... hey, white pussy, do you want to fucking wash that out?
Oh, God.
You ever fucking do it? You're banging, though.
God damn.
You're fucking banging and you pull your cock out. It's got like a little white thin layer on it.
It's got a fucking O-ring on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wonderful. Get a nice airtight seal next time.
It's awful. Well, either you got a yeast infection or I'm being blown by a ghost. Hey, fucking yogurt pussy. You want to scoop that out?
The name is Brondell. Brondell I got the 600, but the I wish I got the 700 or the 800.
Why?
It goes by weight.
It's like buying a larger suit. You just know You're going to grow into it? You want to grow into your toilet?
It goes by Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. Fuck, Bob is brutal. Bob is a mean motherfucker. Good.
Don't be sorry.
I'm not.
This is a hot one.
Oh, that is
funny. Wow, there's a lot of pent-up fat jokes in this one.
We're letting them all out today. So what's the difference between the 600 and the 700 and the 800?
Well, price is one thing.
Okay.
It's around $500 for the one I got.
Wow. You
I'm
spent
telling you.
$500 on a toilet seat?
Exactly.
And a water gun.
I'm going to
That's
guess
pretty much what it is. It's a super soaker in your toilet.
I'm going to guess what the 700 and the 800 do.
Go ahead.
700 or the 800 actually dry your ass after the...
Mine dries your ass.
Oh.
But it doesn't. I
So
tell
what do
you
you
the
get
truth.
with the 700? Like a finger up your ass after you're done?
Oh, I wish. It's a dwarf.
Rectal exam.
A little hand came up and just rubbed your asshole clean and spit on it.
Yeah. It's spit shine in your fucking keister.
Sang an old black tune. Mama don't pick no bear bear cotton. Mama don't pick no bear bear. Hey, mama don't pick. Hey, hey, mama don't pick.
Asshole ready, Mr. Kelly.
It's a VCR.
What does it do? Like, what do the better ones do?
I think they're just the actual. The only difference between the more expensive ones is the back of mine is a little bigger. They're thinner, so they go back to your toilet.
More support.
They're a little more aerodynamic. Is that the word?
Yeah, because you're going to be going 80 on the bowl. Who needs a fucking aerodynamic toilet? What the fuck
is that?
What do you look for in a car? I like the water to fucking go to the top and it flushes.
Oh, here it is. Okay, here.
There it
That's
is.
your toilet seat?
That's my toilet seat right there, dude.
That's the 700.
That's the 700. See how the back's a little
Now, the
flatter.
lid,
Go to the 600.
they're showing, like, the lid.
Yeah. Look at that, man. And you can get it in white or biscuit. Just to let you know. And it comes elongated. I got elongated. That's mine right there.
Elongated.
Yeah.
What's that for?
There's a video.
That's what you shit through?
Yeah.
Holy
There's a high
shit.
chair.
You're shitting into
look
a
like
high
a
chair.
car seat.
There's a
Does it face backwards?
It looks like an oversized Bluetooth.
A brown tooth.
Hands-free shitting.
if you go to the video, the video's hilarious because they explain about your asshole.
The Swash 600.
The video's hilarious.
Oh, we
about
got to
this
actually
thing.
watch the video
They're
now?
treating this thing like
but
a
I'm just letting
Ferrari.
the listeners know the video's actually.
Howie Mandel is going to be on our show tomorrow, and he talks about the ultimate toilet, but it's not this cheap piece of shit.
Well, I can't.
Cheap
Well, I'm not
piece of
fucking.
shit. It's 500 bucks he
for
spent.
toilet seats. It's not that cheap.
500 claims.
Howie's was thousands.
Yeah, but a toilet seat.
It's something right from Japan.
Well, yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I get you.
An actual
But those
Japanese
those
person.
people shit in a hole.
A geisha girl that wipes
Japanese
your ass.
people don't even have toilets. They shit right in a hole.
From Japan, the fucking toilet, it's a regular toilet, but it has a picture of a girl's face in it. And like, you press a button, she'll cry.
Fucking twisted people.
Savages. Right in the open clown mouth.
Dave Harr
Take
from
this, block feet. Fucking block up those tootsies and shit in your mouth. Lovely culture. No stereotyping.
Wow, it's a different show over here. I tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
Of course it is.
Wow.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Dave from Arizona writes that we got to watch the promo video for this crap on cleanishappy.com. Is that the site we're at, or?
No.
Okay, we'll look at that too.
But what happens is you sit down. It doesn't work unless you sit on it.
Nah, huh?
The
Like a
little-
safety.
Yeah, you can't just push the button and it shoots water up. So
Yeah.
you have to sit on it. And then you hear this little zzz, and
How does the water out of a toilet seat? Now you take a dump. It has to be you can't have anything in the way.
yeah,
So where does the thing come from that
it's a little
squirts
arm.
water?
It's a little
An
arm.
arm.
that-
Now this fucking scares me.
what, an arm?
An arm coming out.
Not a human asshole. It's
No, I
plastic.
understand, but it's got to come out, and can it hit you in the balls?
No, it's underneath. It's lower than your asshole.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
got to adjust it.
No.
How low
it
could
just
it knows
be?
where
It's
your
a
asshole is
toilet.
to shoot water at it?
It knows. Well, I mean, assholes are pretty in the. They're pretty much a bullseye.
My girlfriend asked
No
a
one
good
has an
question.
asshole on the side of their ass.
Bob mentioned this last night. My girlfriend said, "Can you set it for prank temperatures, like at 200 degrees?"
3rd-degree burns on your asshole.
You get on. You make toast out of your ass.
Your asshole looks like it's got to wear that clear plastic mask that burn victims have to wear over your shit vent.
So now you don't have to wipe your ass anymore.
Well, this is the thing: is that you get on. Oh, that's a nice one too.
All right.
Oh, you really are an old man, Bob.
He looks at toilet seats like we look at porn. Ooh, that's
Bob
a nice
used to be a
one.
pussy hound, and now it's all about fucking big toilets.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Big Elvis toilets.
Look at that thing.
I didn't want that.
It looks like it's got a stick shift on
Well,
it.
mine is built in. That thing is built into my seat. That's why mine's better.
Looks like an Xbox controller. You can fucking play Call of Duty while you
How great
duty.
with that? How great. I do have a plasma in my bathroom.
Do you?
Yeah.
See?
Wait, let me see the one on the side, Bob. The one on the side. There you go. That's like fucking Captain Kirk's chair.
Yeah, you could go to red alert when you really have running diarrhea and it burns.
Get rid of the Klingons. LOL.
You can burn. Forget it.
Howie's toilet costs
Oh.
$5,000, by the way.
5 Gs?
Yeah, what is
5
it?
Gs.
Yeah, his is
I
actually.
forgot the name, but he was all about it, man.
Yeah, well,
all about
I
it.
can't mess with. I don't have Monk money.
What?
Monk from the show Monk. He's like Monk. He doesn't touch anybody.
Oh, my God.
Well, what are you gonna do? Maybe he's not a fan of the show.
Okay.
Deal with it.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I think you should use a better Howie reference like St. Elsewell.
How about meal or no meal?
Don't steal Danny's idea.
What?
Danny's thing. Meal or no meal.
Really?
We're working on that.
Well, so you sit down on this thing.
Oh, my God, you're still talking about it.
He's obsessed with the toilet.
Thank God, because it looks like none of you guys have anything.
Oh, trust me. We're ready to move on to other things.
Oh, no, I love this.
So, you sit down, this little wand is like a little, it looks like almost like a toothbrush.
Ooh, okay.
Shoots out, and then you set the temperature for the water.
Mm-hmm.
You can have warm, cold, whatever you want.
And how hard does it squirt up your asshole?
Around 900 miles an hour.
Like civil rights footage.
Yeah, exactly. And there's actually German Shepherd barks are in the background.
A fire hose cleaning, like Escape from Alcatraz when he's fucking in the hole.
Oh, that's the wand, huh?
How many days did it take for you to try to figure out how to use this sexually, by the way, Bob? Knowing
Yeah.
you.
Well,
How do you
I really,
fuck it?
let me just
I'm serious.
honestly,
Knowing
Opie,
you probably
I-
enjoyed the warm water,
it took-
shooting at your ass a little bit, and try to figure something out.
It took me around 20 minutes to learn how to use my asshole like a stripper.
What?
I can open it up like a dolphin hole.
Did you giggle the first time it happened? Like, were you all
Oh.
excited? Like, here comes the wand, and then, all right, here it comes.
Oh, it was. You hear that little good, and you get excited, and it doesn't, and then it shoots out. You hear it come out, and then whoosh, and it starts spraying in your ass, and you're like, oh my God, is it getting it? Because you don't trust it.
Right.
The first couple times you use it, like, there's no way it cleaned my asshole. Because my asshole's awful. And I moved around a little bit just to kind of make sure. You kind of move your ass around a little bit.
Yeah.
Almost like you're about to sit on a dildo.
Well.
And all right, wait a minute. Let me just use another one.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Maybe all the listeners don't know what that is like. Jimmy, you're with me on this. No?
I certainly am.
So then you kind of move around a little bit. And you let it clean your whole asshole.
Your whole hole.
And as soon as you're done, you hit the stop button. It shoots back, and then I got a piece of toilet paper.
Yeah.
And just kind of dabbed my asshole
Now,
area.
what about that?
'Cause
toilet paper's kind of tricky when it's wet. It tends to tear off and stay. So, what do you have? Fucking like
Not
toilet
cheap,
paper
not
stuck
cheap.
on
I
His
don't use
asshole looks
cheap-
like it cut itself shaving. Little flecks of toilet paper.
Little bits of toilet paper.
And put glasses over it. His asshole's late for work.
Remember that time that chick at your house when she was eating my ass? I was totally naked except for my socks. I
Hold
had
on,
one-
I'm on the couch. jerking off.
Wait a minute.
I'm on the couch.
Wait a minute.
Slow the years
Look at
ago.
these guys talk about these stories
This is
casually.
years
Remember that
ago.
time I was having my asshole eaten at your house?
Many years ago.
By a chick?
Many years
All
ago.
right, slow down, though.
I'm jerking off on the sofa. This might even been in Jersey at my old place. This is fucking years ago.
Years ago.
I'm jerking off. And this actually was in Jersey. And I'm jerking off, and it was some chick that Bobby knew from Cliffside Park, or wherever the fuck it was. And He's got his foot on my wall in his socks, and I'm jerking off, and she's eating his ass. And what was the noise she made?
She went like she was gonna, like that, because she was gonna puke, right?
I'm gonna puke.
And then all Jimmy heard was this.
He had a piece of fucking paper in his fucking asshole.
Because it was this hot summer night, and I must have wiped my ass, and a couple of the nougat hairs got in there, or some type of sock lint got on my asshole.
Oh, God.
And she's just, I mean, my foot was up by my shoulder on the wall. My asshole was wide open. And this girl was on the floor, on her knees, burying her face in my ass. And I could just see, like, Jimmy way in the distance. Way in the distance. I saw him, like, sticking his head out, and she's just munching on it. All of a sudden...
She gagged on your ass.
She something went in her mouth, and it must have tasted like shit. And then she went trying to just spit it out.
Oh my God!
And I just started laughing.
She's a lady.
You know what I said? I actually said, "Get that."
Get that.
Yeah, get that.
By the way, I chose this moment to eat my egg white sandwich. Thanks,
There
Bob.
you go.
I think it actually probably
Thank
looked
you.
like a hunk of egg white.
All right.
He had his fucking, I'll never forget his sock foot up on my wall.
Getting his ass eaten.
While I jerked off on the fucking sofa watching from the other room.
Wow.
And there was one time there was a chick he picked up who fucking wound up blowing both of us thanks to him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
right.
that was Voss.
Team player.
No, that was me.
No.
No, it was
Chick I'm
Voss was
thinking of
blowing you
Voss.
too.
No, the chick I'm thinking of was Voss. I watched him fool around in the back seat, and then we went to my place, and he got her to blow me.
Well, that's
I forgot.
good friend.
No.
We had that girl with the yeast infection
Which one was it?
in Vegas years ago.
Did she have a yeast infection?
I think you told me that. You're the one who told me about
Oh,
that.
maybe. I don't even know.
I remember you were eating a pussy. I remember what happened was Jimmy can't do it with anybody in the room. He can't pull a train.
Yeah.
You know, he's just like, dude, you gotta. So I had to go like sit in a corner behind a lamp and shut all the lights out and not make a noise so he could fucking get his rocks off. Because the girl knew me, she didn't know him, so I really couldn't leave. So I
Right.
kind of had to be there, but he was like, "Yeah, I can't do it. I can't. Dude, can you leave?" I was like, "I'll go over here." So I'm in the corner, like squatting down behind the lamp. And he's I mean, I got to give Jim credit. When he goes to town, when he goes down on a woman, he is a goddamn. I was almost trying to take notes. He's got a technique I've never seen. His tongue is like a hummingbird wing. And it's most of his punchlines in his act, but amazing. I mean, just made this chick blow nut after nut, and he gets like this face that he gets like a weird face on, like almost like he turns into like a little sex monster.
Really?
Yeah, he just starts looking at the pussy angry, like, yeah.
It is all probably anger coming out.
If a girl has a good pussy to eat.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this girl had a good pussy to eat. I really will spend a long time if a girl can take it. Because I loved it. It's fucking, there's nothing
Sure.
sexier than that.
Yeah, I woke up. I took a nap. I woke up. The sun was coming up.
Yeah. She came a bunch.
Oh God! And and he totally made me look bad. Because after that, it was like he does some technique where he takes you get the clit or something.
You got to, of course, you suck.
You get the clit or something.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, no, I get. Look, I get.
You catch it in a sting operation.
you actually
dope.
take your finger and rub it on your nose.
No, you fucking. It's about you suck the lips a little bit. Of course, you tease the clit, but then it's hard to describe. It's almost like you put the top teeth kind of, or your like. Hold on.
Do you want to use my asshole as a pussy? Just
sometimes I'll put my top of my teeth very gently against the top of the clit to kind of hold, so I can kind of know exactly where it is. And you just lock your lip under it softly, and then you just kind of like. Like your tongue on. It's very common. I mean,
but listen to this. Do
no
that again.
rocket science.
Listen. No, listen. I want to hear the little sound you make.
Here's the noise I make when I'm eating pussy.
You also have to use some facial pressure. That works too. As you're doing that.
Yeah, like Alex in Clockwork Orange. He's falling in the spaghetti. Like a fucking pie in the face. It's like Laurel and Hardy pussy eating. I'm eating a pussy. Stanley, my face smells like a fish hatchery.
You know, if you
Stanley, I've earned my blood wings with this cherry pie. Your face right in it.
Her vagina looks like a punched mouth.
I don't like this one. It looks like it's full of custard.
Her vagina smells like a baker's.
I've never heard of seaweed pie. That's funny shit. God damn.
God, you're funny.
Yeah.
So Bob,
I'm trying to interrupt Anthony. You use face pressure.
Oh,
yeah. When you're doing that, you use everything from your chin and your nose, everything.
Yeah, I like
just
that.
to like push on the other areas around what you're focusing on.
Well, you don't eat the pussy right away. They like this one because you suck the thighs a little bit. And you maybe nibble, not too hard, depends on what they can take. I like to like kind of suck on the lips real soft up, and then you just ignore the clit for a little while. You pretend it's like a hot chick in the room.
Ignore
you
it.
don't look at the clit, and the clit kind of swells up like, what about me?
Ignore it.
Hey, you're not there as far as
I don't see you.
I tell you, you know what you do.
And then when it gets really swollen, hold on. You take the clit and you pinch it as hard as you can, and you hit it like a speed bag, and you go, are you going to come? You grab it like it's a fucking turkey neck and strangle that clit. I like to push the lips in really hard and make the clit pop up and look silly like hello.
Like a stressed doll nose?
Stressed doll nose.
Like making a slip knot out of a guitar string and wrapping it around it and making it look like Luca Brasi.
Yeah. You pat her thigh and stab it.
And then choke her clit with a guitar string.
Her fucking dumb lips open up.
Luca Brasi smells like the fishes. What a misogynistic show we're having today.
No shit. Fucking
Love
shit
it.
in your mouth and rip off your clit. Next on Regis.
Hey, Bob, the wife and the bidet. Does she use it? What does she think of it?
Well,
I can't imagine getting one
can
of
I
these
just say something before that? Another thing that I like to do to girls that that's really hot, and it sounds a little weird, but it really gets chicks hot. If you eat their armpit out like a pussy,
I love that.
Wow, are you kidding?
Seriously, eat their armpit like a pussy and finger fuck them.
No deodorant though.
No
If
deodorant.
a chick, armpit smell can be really sexy if the chemistry is right between you two. That can be fucking hot, man.
Yeah, no deodorant. You'll fuck.
I like no deodorant because the deodorant tastes nasty.
Do you have sex with the armpit or what?
You eat her
No,
armpit.
actual sex.
No,
it's a fetish out there.
I fuck the girl's ass crack.
It's called axillism.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but you're right.
Yeah.
There is a fetish for it.
It's called axillism. Look it up.
It's weird.
Look it up there.
That's
Stan.
either when you fuck an
Let's read
armpit or a Guns N' Roses CD. You know what I like to do too? Like I like to spank a chick really hard, but on her face. I think that's like on her mouth and eyes. Fucking ow! That's not fun.
I gotta go to work in an hour.
You know what I like to do when I'm making love? I like to grab a girl's face and bite her cheek like De Niro in Cape Fear, and then spit it out and laugh at her. I love the fact that Max Cady tolerated Ileana Douglas's annoying jokes. Yeah, real. No, and he was going to bite her face. He was just laughing until he could get her alone.
This Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, Hawaiian shirt and cigar breath. And she's all fucking holed up in bed with a bandage on her face, feeling like the world's silliest goose.
So the wife likes the bidet? We got to finish up the bidet. Or she think you're like a creep.
My girl.
That's the last fucking thing she felt like. Is the world's silliest
She
goof.
was laying there, and the police came in. She said, "I feel like a horse's patoot."
Fucking A. Oh my
I got
God.
a headache. I got a freaking headache. I got a goddamn headache.
Laughing my ass off here.
Jesus
Fucking pricks.
His laugh is hilarious.
Yes. Yeah, she likes it, but you know, girls, I don't want to know anything about that at all. I haven't asked her about it, but she said it works, you know.
Here's a
It
problem
cleans.
I see with this thing also.
I got a dirty ass though. I got a real hot ass.
I just have a problem.
You'd love
with-
it.
No, I mean with the mechanics of the whole thing. Now, have you ever seen after you've had a bout with the bowl where you've boxed that thing silly?
Yeah.
Where there's actual
Shit underneath.
water underneath.
Yeah.
How are you cleaning that mechanism? Isn't that
It goes back. No, it goes in away. It's gone. It goes into itself. It's gone, and it's self-cleaning. So after it's done doing its stuff, it cleans itself. You hear it just cleaning, like spraying itself.
Holy shit.
So it goes inside of itself, gone. You cannot shit on it.
Right.
Okay.
You can't shit on it.
No, unless
a flag?
Unless
What if you fooled it?
if it comes out and
Like
it's spraying,
you
and then
fool it. You let it come out to spray, and then you shit on it.
Yeah, you could shit on it. You could trick it.
That would be fun.
You could trick it like a rabbit. A whack-a-mole.
Nobody wants to think about their girl using a bidet, like kind of like holding her pussy open like a horse's mouth, just getting the inside of her fucking.
Where they
bum
show
lips.
their teeth like that and go.
Yeah, like when a vet holds a horse tooth and it's just confused.
And his lip goes up. Where you spray water from a hose in there and he goes.
When someone cleans out its filthy sheath. Fucking asshole horses. They deserve to just be batted
To
in the
sit
head.
there for some reason and peel beef jerky off his dick.
You gotta put if you have to put an elbow-length glove on to clean an animal's dick, just kill it. Fuck, I don't care how fast it runs.
You'll catch it eventually.
You'll catch it eventually. You'll get tired.
Yeah, sure.
Set up a bear trap.
We're heading toward a break here. We got a break.
Oh,
God.
shit.
Look at the piece of ass Maury's working with these days.
God.
What's that? Sex, crimes, cheaters, stupid criminals caught on video.
How about just everything that you might look at?
But look at this thing.
Nothing.
Wow, wait. Does he have a co-host?
She comes on and like shows like
hello.
internet videos and stuff.
She's from Survivor. Is what we
Oh, God.
She's from Survivor.
Who isn't? Fucking 8 years of that cunty show. We get it. It's an island. Tribes. Ooh, what is going to happen?
Eat a bug.
Oh, no. Everybody wants bugs. What are you doing over there?
What are they going to eat this season? Oh,
I know, some bamboo. Exactly. It might eat some dirt and sand. No one's ever died on Survivor.
Right.
So fuck that show.
You think they're going to form an alliance? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
No, I don't like that one. He's a shady character.
Which one's the faggot? One sticking fucking bamboo shoots up his asshole, probably.
The one
gonna
that's
be the-
fucking Wilson.
Who's going to be the surly one this year?
Yeah.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, who's the anti-hero?
Oh, wait.
Holy shit.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Jumping out of a bus on fire?
The guy just threw a
jumping out
Molotov cocktail at him.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
there's like three dudes just making. Look at. Wow.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
He's got his fucking. He's on
Yam
fire, but
bag.
now his pants are down. His little yellow underwear.
Ew. What
Nice
happened to the
tits.
hot chick?
I'd take her.
Eh.
I want to fuck Sue Zorman right in the mouth.
Yeah.
She'd probably take a nice dick in the mouth with her fucking snaggle tooth. Hey, fucking can't open her teeth.
All right, we got a break. Bob Kelly playing Caroline's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 212-757-4100 for Bob Kelly tickets. And the big special on Comedy Central on the 18th, I believe.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, January 18th, Comedy Central.
Nice. On the way, we heard you had a good puke when you were doing your Saturday Night Virus show.
Yeah.
Danny said the best one yet.
Yeah, a lot
We'll
came
explain
out.
after the break, finally. We've been teasing this for a while. And Steve, he's all about his characters and getting these guys to do characters. Well, it's the return of AJ Poopy Shits today.
Whoa.
With his O&A Entertainment update.
I wonder if he'll talk about
Brittany?
tits.
Oh, tits and... What was the... They all have to have their fucking
Yeah.
slug lines, too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll hear.
All right,
it.
we'll figure it out after this.
Today, we're going to talk to a man who says to have a deadly weapon to defend yourself.
I am an armed citizen.
How about that?
Is this really paranoia?
I don't want to be robbed. I don't want anyone in my goddamn house.
You're being attacked. Your life is on the line. What do?
Pile the bodies up at the door.
Do you have a knife? Do you have all that stuff around?
What are you, crazy? Why would I want to get into a knife fight with somebody?
How else are you supposed to stop somebody dead in their tracks?
I will have the AK and the AR, one in each hand.
Being overtaken. Rally point, rally point.
Anyone coming in the bedroom door is completely exposed to my fire.
Zips in the wire.
I will fight it out till the end, till somebody's dead.
All right. Bob Kelly here, Jim Norton here, of course. We got AJ Poopy Shits. The TV is saying that John Kerry just endorsed Barack Obama.
Voting for, baby.
You're on the Barack
That's
train?
right. Obama is my man. I'm going to actually filled up my form yesterday to register to vote. in New York
Have you
City.
voted before?
Never in my life.
So why do you want to vote this time around?
I'm going to vote for him because he sounds like The Rock.
We noticed it yesterday. You're
He
right.
sounds
we
like
went with that
Dwayne.
yesterday.
He sounds just like Dwayne Johnson.
When he speaks, man, people at least listen. I don't know.
Oh, he's great. I can't wait for him to
knows?
go. Can you smell?
What the Barack?
Hillary, what is your stance on health care? It doesn't matter what your stance is.
I missed The Rock.
Ah, was he the best?
He went from like
really was.
the greatest thing in wrestling to making awful movies. I know his freaking bank account went way up, but we're missing the real Rock.
The funniest guy ever in wrestling.
Yeah.
And
Remember the Dudley Boys, the one that stuttered?
of course.
He
Yeah.
comes out, he goes, let me ask you a question. Do you like pie? He goes, it doesn't matter. I fucking hit the floor.
He would come out with the best shit, man.
Best line. He was the best because he hated the crowd.
Yeah.
When he go, can you smell it? Shut up. Tell 20,000 people to shut up. Oh.
Didn't even the match itself was who gives a shit.
Yeah,
It
his
was the lead
finishing
up.
move was the worst, the rock bottom.
Right.
What was that?
Rock
It
bottom,
was
yeah.
the rock bottom. He'd go from one side of the ring to the other and then jump up and put an elbow down, but that
And
was
he'd
it.
do that double elbow pump
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I heard he's actually coming back to wrestling.
Oh, look at who's got to come in. We're talking about wrestling. It's like, they must need an expert.
Wrinkled shirt.
His Thundercats shirt and your big
Thundercats.
afro. You look 10.
He
You
looks
look
like a
fucking 10 years old
He
now.
looks like a Thundercat.
What do you got, Sam?
No, I heard we were
Hair
talking
of
about,
wool.
heard we were talking about The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock. What do you got on The Rock?
He couldn't even help a cancer patient. unless he'd only be able to help their pubes.
I want to knit a sweater out of your hair.
Just shear him.
Yeah, pubes of hope. That's what you should knit your hair to. Pubes of hope.
That's right. By the way, children who have lost all their pubic hair and testicle cancer.
We were all about Sam and his afro. We're doing Afro Wars.
Yeah.
But fucking Than, is way better than Sam's stupid afro.
Well, Than has pulled this little trick here, which we didn't know about. Than's beard is very bushy, but you can't see it when he's got it kind of combed down or pushed down the normal way. But when he runs his fingers through it and pulls it out, it's like teasing his beard. It's almost teased out. He looks like a fucking savage.
He does. He looks like he's in the search of the giant squid.
Looks like one of the Donner Party.
And we're going to get that picture up today, by the way. Because now we're really impressed with Than's beard. Screw Sam and the afro. You can shave that
You
tonight.
can
Who gives a shit?
grow a fucking beard, man.
He loses the headphones in his hair.
Yeah,
It's like the Globetrotters cartoon. We need a ladder, and they just pull it out of his afro. I got one right here.
So The Rock, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, the rock bottom was not a bad move. You guys, I think we're talking about the people's elbow.
The people's elbow.
That's a different move.
That's the move that I didn't like. The people's elbow.
Well,
the people's elbow. That was it.
That was it. Yeah.
It was better than what Hulk Hogan did with that stupid
leg.
That
thing.
leg drop followed by the big boot is not something you could beat.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the best part about The Rock is when he came out, he did all 4 corners of the ring and put his ear up to the, just like Elvis. He was Elvis. He was Elvis of wrestlers.
He's wrestling again.
Oh, with that eyebrow. How great was the eyebrow?
The people's eyebrow.
After every interview, right at the end, he'd give it to you.
And then he'd have to adjust to how his head was with his own hands. Yeah. And put his eyebrow up. He was like voguing. What the fuck?
I'm gonna watch Rock clips on YouTube tonight.
They're the best.
The best.
They really.
Yeah, look at this move. Here he goes.
There it is.
Where's the elbow? Oh, what a douchebag.
What a tool.
I love him.
What did he just do there?
He
did this little locomotion dance.
He did the Elvis.
Yeah.
He was doing the Ric Flair strut before he dropped the people's elbow.
Boom.
Why doesn't the guy move?
He's down. He's down.
Why did Rock jump over
Rock.
him?
Oh, that's
God,
hilarious.
he's awesome. He's got to be
Why
the
did he
best.
jump over the man instead of just elbowing him?
Increases the impact of the elbow itself.
Oh.
But then he
really?
stopped
No, it
in his
doesn't. So, while we have you in here there, Sam, AJ Poopy Shits. Is there a
new
backstory to AJ Poopy Shits? We learned about the mad scientist and Epstein.
Well, I mean, you met AJ before. He was looking for a spot to fill on the show.
Right.
And he realized that
we had a lot of dead air. Go ahead, yes.
you guys don't have an entertainment reporter.
Yeah.
And so AJ wanted to be the entertainment reporter, but wanted to make it so that guys could relate to it.
Right. And he has a catchphrase.
Yeah, he does.
What is it again?
I think it's that he likes chicks and tits.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what his catchphrase was.
Chicks with what?
Chicks, that was
Tits.
it.
Chicks and their tits.
And their
Chicks
tits.
and their tits.
Yeah.
Seems to be what he likes. Being, a man.
Yeah. Bob,
yeah.
Bob, just to let you know, Steve is forcing all these guys to do characters and character development and backstories for their characters. It's a whole thing that's going on when Ant and I go home at 11:01.
Yeah.
He's Steve, the master character developing guy.
Yeah, he's
The guy that SNL goes to help out with the show.
Yeah, he's forcing all these guys to come up with characters, and there's a few more in development that are coming to the show. But we have AJ Poopy Shits presenting his O&A Entertainment Update.
I'm
You want
excited.
to listen to this?
Yeah, this would be great.
All right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm AJ Poopy Shits, and this is the O&A Entertainment Update, the place where I let you guys know what Hollywood's hottest chicks are doing with their tits. Hollywood bloggers are reporting that Heroes hotties Hayden Panettiere and Milo whatever his name is are officially dating. Apparently, they've been dating for a while, which is sweet because Milo's got a really great body, so he's probably gotten a chance to use it to turn Hayden on, and I'd love to be in that position, just to get a look at those tits. Moving on, rock couple Gavin Rossdale and Gwen Stefani were recently seen out and about with their baby son in New York. I'll bet Gwen uses her tits to breastfeed, which is great for Gavin because that means that he gets to watch Gwen's totally stylish rack in action, which makes me jealous. And finally, all sorts of trouble is happening with the Spears family. Of course, Jamie Lynn is pregnant, which is cool because there's nothing hotter than a sexually active female. And as far as Britney goes, people are saying that she may be mentally ill. That sucks because she's going to be impossible to deal with, and her makeup has been atrocious lately. But regardless, I'd still hook up with her in a second, as long as those great tits of hers were hanging off that banging body. And that's today's O&A Entertainment Update. I'm AJ Poopy Shits, and I just report what I know. Chicks and tits.
What happened to chicks and their tits?
You'd have to ask AJ, I don't know.
I see.
Hey, where is he?
I'm sorry.
The weird thing is, though, he's talking about chicks and tits, but he sounds gay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah, he sounds a bit
Does
gay.
he?
It's weird.
He's all about the
I was
tits,
listening to what he was saying, and he sounds all man.
Yeah.
The way he's
people-
into chicks and their tits.
He has a lispy thing for whatever reason.
Yeah, there is something like
A lot
that.
of people get thrown off by that, I think. But
And they think he's a fag.
yeah,
Where's he from?
I think he lives somewhere near Chelsea.
Chelsea. So
Yeah.
he's from New York. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he's not from the Midwest originally, or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
Can we maybe get AJ Poopy Shits and so we could ask him these questions? Or
Just a sec.
All right, I'll go get him.
Why is
What do
he
you
here
mean,
now?
go get him? Just call him.
Yeah, why don't you
You don't
just
need to go get him. What are you
yeah,
doing?
well, go get him. Why don't you just bring him in the studio?
Well,
why do you
there's
have to leave to get AJ Poopy Shits? We have like 12 people that work for the show.
I'll go get him if you want me to get him.
No, the mics are all filled up. I got 3 of them
Mike's
mics.
over there, right there.
Yeah,
He can have my mic.
yeah, there's
Exactly.
3 or 4 mics.
I'm gonna eat
in
my
the
cereal
studio.
anyways. I gotta eat my cereal.
Yeah, go get it.
Those mics don't sound right. I got to pull a line in today. I'll go grab them.
You got what?
You gonna get him?
Call him in.
Just call him. I'm sure he's around
he
here
here?
somewhere. Hey, AJ, come on in.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did he just tap his hands on the
It's
console?
so tiny. You want 2 coconuts so the fucking horse can run in?
Yeah, he's coming on horseback.
All right, go get AJ.
Got some
guys?
sheet
I'm right
metal
here.
so he can make thunder. Oh, there he is.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, there's his music.
Hey,
What's up, man? How you doing?
How about we all just close our eyes right now?
and ears.
And ears. All right, Bob. AJ Poopy Shits is in studio. You have
Yeah.
a few questions for him.
I just heard you guys wanted to talk to me or whatever.
Yeah, what's up, man? Hi, I'm Bob.
I'm AJ.
I don't like how AJ Poopy Shits moves when he talks.
No.
Like, you figure you could just talk like that. There's moves and facial expressions going on.
This isn't TV.
His
AJ.
body moves like Tetris. Very blocky.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
That's what I do.
An interview with AJ Poopy Shits. Good.
So where you from, man?
Well, I'm living in Chelsea right now, but I did grow up in San Francisco.
San Francisco?
Yes.
Like downtown San Francisco?
Right around the area. I'm not going to give my address on the air because my family still lives there.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
What nationality are you?
I'm just regular Caucasian.
No, no, like what? The Italian, Irish,
Yeah, I have
German?
a mixed European background.
European, huh?
Yes.
You like Europe?
Oh, I love you. I've never been to Europe, but I would love to visit.
You like places like Greece also?
Oh, Greece would be great to visit.
Yeah.
I love history, so I mean...
You like the Greek people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
What do you like about the Greece?
Oh, just all the, the architecture and the art and the, everything about Greece. It sounds great.
But a lot of the architecture is a lot of the art is nude men.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't like sexualize it like that. I just appreciate, the artistic merit of it. I never even realized that there was a sexual element to it.
You never noticed that all the men were nude?
Not really. I mean, are they? I don't really pay attention to what's below the waist, really, because
they're nude. I mean, their penises look like lettuce. But it is a penis.
Lettuce.
That's really funny. You've never been to a museum. What the fuck?
Their penises look like lettuce.
What do you like about chicks, AJ?
Chicks? What does every guy like about chicks? I love their tits.
Love them, huh?
I love their tits. I mean, I'm just a guy like any other guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's up, Bob?
You like tits?
I love tits.
What do you like about tits?
Oh, just like the way they feel and how they look and stuff, and that they produce milk. Everything about them is just...
Like tits that milk comes out of?
Well, I mean, milk can come out of any tits, really. As long as it's a female's, and that's what I like.
Would you like big tits or little tits?
With tits, bigger is always better.
You don't like little titties?
Well, I like little tits, too, but big tits is, I would say, my preference.
Really?
I would say so.
Like ones that droop or fake titties? You like fake tits?
I like very nice and perky tits that are big.
Really?
On females.
What else do you like about chicks?
Oh, I like a lot of chicks have better style than guys, and I will say that I do notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way it shows off their tits, I'm saying, like
Right.
they have low-cut shirts, and that's sort of what I like. The way that they can show off their tits with their shirts.
Shirts.
Tits, shirts.
You don't. So have you ever done a threesome?
Totally, with two chicks, yeah.
No.
I bet.
No. I mean, like you, a guy, and a
That's kind of gay for me.
What?
Two guys and a chick, because you'd have to be in there with another guy, and he'd be doing all that stuff. I'm not into that.
What stuff?
The stuff like with guys with their things. That's not my thing. I don't even think about it, to tell you the truth.
No.
Really? You've
No.
never thought about a guy?
Never. Not like that, I'm saying.
Like a penis?
Ugh, no, I don't think about penises whatsoever.
He doesn't even want to say it.
But if you did,
I
would
don't-
you prefer a larger or smaller one?
You mean if I was a chick or something?
Yeah.
I guess probably larger, but I would never thought about it, but larger, I would
If
say.
you were a chick, you prefer larger?
I would say,
So if
yeah.
you were a chick, do you prefer cut or uncut? Like a
If I was a chick? I've never thought about this before, but definitely cut. But that's just something I'm sort of guessing at here.
Now, do you ever been with you like black, white, race? You have a race choice?
Oh, I am totally colorblind when it comes to chicks. I mean...
But if you were a chick, what color guy do you think you'd like?
Oh, I probably prefer, like, a black guy, I guess. I'm saying if I was a chick, just because they tend to have, you know, more rhythm and better style.
A cut black guy with a big dick.
If that was the situation for me as a chick, but I've never thought about it, so my decision could change. That's just something I'm guessing at.
Well, now, if you were a chick,
sure.
Would you swallow?
I mean, I never thought about it, but if I was going to commit to doing it, like, you know, a chick would, then of course I would. But that's something, you know, I've never thought about it before, so I don't know for sure.
Do you think if you were a chick, just curious, what do you think you'd say to a cut black guy with a big dick as he was fucking? Just, you know, whatever.
Just like, I don't know, off the cuff? This is sort of hard for me to even think about doing, but I'd probably be like, I had no idea they got that big, and I can't wait to see how that feels. Or something like that. I don't know for sure.
But no, I think the question was, as if you were a chick. As he's fucking your asshole.
Right.
What would you be saying?
I'd be saying, I guess I would probably insist on calling him daddy. Probably. I don't know for sure. And probably just asking him to give me more, and probably if I'd been like a bad girl.
Oh, girl, yeah.
Bad girl.
Like if I'd say, you know, AJ's been a bad girl.
Have you ever had a dick that hurt when it went inside?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never had one, but you could definitely think that one could, or like a chick might have. One time I was with a chick, and she was like, geez, AJ, you're so big and good at doing it with me that hurt, but in a good way. And I was like, whatever, I'm done having sex with you, so I'm done talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
like what a man's man would say, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's like...
If you were a chick, would you have nice tits?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, all tits are nice. They're just so great. Because they're on, you know, female.
man.
Do you work out? You go to like a gym. You have a gym, right?
Yeah, I go to the gym all the time.
Do you like the steam room?
Yeah, I mean, nothing better after a good workout than a good steam.
What do you wear in the steam room?
What do you wear?
Just like a towel or whatever.
Naked, though, underneath the towel?
Sure, I mean, I'm not going to, you know, wear my underpants.
Oh, God.
So when you go in the steam room, what if there's other guys
wrong.
naked around you? Does that bug you?
Oh, I've never even noticed, because I'll just, like, close my eyes or stare at the ceiling or the floor.
Really? Do you ever get hard in the steam room?
Well, no, totally not. Because why would I? It's just guys.
Let's say you did.
How about thinking about chicks?
Yeah, you're a chick.
Oh, like if I was in the steam room thinking about chicks?
Yeah, what would you do?
What would you do?
What would your fantasy be? If you're a girl, you go into the guys' steam room at the New York Sports Club. It's around 12:30 at night. It's open 24 hours.
You sound a little too informed about
Yes,
this.
wow. Questions/memories.
Yeah.
That was the whole gimmick I was going for.
Okay.
Yeah, gimmick,
and
whatever.
scene.
And
and
so what would you like? What would be your fantasy?
Like
at
if
that
I was
point?
just sitting in the steam room and a girl walked in?
No,
say?
you're a girl. And
Okay.
You go into the steam room and there's two guys naked next to you. They're naked, but they're not really doing anything. You're in the middle of them. What would be your fantasy right then and there?
Probably like, if I was a girl, you're saying, and these were the two guys, probably like if they asked if that towel is really necessary, and I'd be like, well, do you want to take it off? And then they would probably fight over who gets to take it off. And then I would probably grab their two on each side.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like skiing?
Just like they're, you know, they're things. I get it. I don't even...
Just say you're a girl. You just say, say.
Oh, they're two cocks. But that's as a girl. Like a girl would say that. Because, like...
How would she say it?
Like if she just grabbed two great, massive cocks.
So how would you say it to the guys if you were a girl?
If I was a girl?
Yeah, and you were going to grab those.
I'd be like, let me see those things, boys.
What would you call them?
Cocks.
How?
Cocks.
Say it again.
Cocks.
cocks.
So the two guys are there, and they're just standing there, and they're waiting for you to say what you want. What would you say to them?
I'd say take my towel off, so I can grab your cocks.
And then what would you do?
Grab their cocks.
And then what would you do?
Well, dude, Bob, this is starting to get
I'm just
really
asking.
sort of uncomfortable
I'm just
for
asking.
me.
You're a
because
girl. You're a girl.
I've never even thought. I mean,
Just what would you do at that point?
So I grab their cocks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I guess I would kneel down. Like maybe I'd get on all fours or something. And hope that one took me from the back and one from the front. I guess. I'm saying.
He figures that's probably.
I don't know how this is all done because I've only been in situations where it's one guy and just me and everyone else is chicks if it's sexual. So I'm not sure, but that's probably how I would assume.
If you were a chick, do you think you'd want your mouth fucked to your regurgitated reflex?
If I was the chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably want to spit up afterwards.
Ugh.
Spit up.
Yeah. I mean, like, as far as chicks go, you want to, tell the fellas to put her on the... Yeah, if I'm a chick...
Right.
I would let the fellas know I want to be on the rotisserie tonight. I'm saying, but that's just something that a chick would say.
Well, if you were a chick, would you, like, lick the side of a guy's face and just take that, like, that 5 o'clock shadow on your tongue like a knife sharpener?
If I was a chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You like that?
Yeah, no, I don't.
As a chick.
But as a chick, probably.
You like that 5 o'clock shadow?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be with a guy, which
Right.
I wouldn't be because it's not my thing, but you have to have a guy who looks like a guy.
Right.
Somebody who's not quite clean shaven, who's a bit, gruff.
Gruff.
Like a man's man.
A man's man.
Like you.
me.
Right, I was just
Exactly.
gonna- yeah.
Because I would assume that a girl likes a man's man because chicks like me.
You're a man's man.
I try to be.
And what makes you a man's man? What do you like about women?
Tits. I mean, just getting to see a hot chick walking around with her tits, and then probably just using some smooth lines to get,
Like
you
what?
know,
What's a smooth line?
just being like,
I don't know any.
I don't know. I'll probably, go up to a chick and be like, "Are your legs tired?" Because you were walking through my dreams, or something like that.
Wait a minute. What?
Right? I mean,
Like, pretend Norton's a girl, and what would you say to her? Like,
I'd
have
be-
a little, do a little scene. Like, you're at a bar, so walk up to
something
Norton.
like,
Just walk up, say it, do the scene.
okay, so what's up?
Hi.
Do you come here often?
No, it's my first time.
Oh, that's cool. You look good in those pants.
Thank you.
But I'd bet they'd look even better on my floor, out off of you. So, like something like that,
All right,
and then the
let's-
chick kind
Can
of
I try it again, though?
starts
Can
to
we-
get
'cause
into
that's
it.
good.
Okay, thank you.
Like a few other angles. Like, all right, pretend right now that you're in a bar in Chelsea. It's late night,
Mhm.
and you see Norton there, and you walk up to him and you say what?
I'd say, that shirt's very becoming on you.
Thank you.
Hopefully, I will be too. Something like that.
Right. See? Becoming. That's very
Well,
good.
it's
That's a
something-
good line.
It's something good with wordplay, so it's not totally like, oh my god, vulgar.
Right.
But still, like, the chick is like, oh, I like where you're going with this.
No, what's weird about this whole thing? We tape everything.
Yeah.
We videotape everything in studio, and that's Sam's job. And for some reason, I don't know where Sam is during this whole thing. Why is it Travis on the camera?
Travis is taping.
Where's Sam, AJ?
I think Sam, he went into one of the other studios. He had to either record a promo or cut up, like, lines of the day.
Sam's a queer, isn't he, AJ?
Sam and me don't get along. I think he is
Oh.
a little sort of, he's not exactly a man's man.
Like you.
Exactly.
How'd you meet him?
Well, just through the show. I mean, I'm a big fan of this show, and so I was trying to figure out how can I get on the show and, get on the air and cut the mic a little. And so I came in and met Steve.
Yeah.
Well.
How was that?
I mean, I knew him from before.
You knew Steve from before?
Yes.
Where'd you meet Steve?
Well, I met Steve while I was out.
Where?
I don't know. It was some bar.
Where?
It was right. Well, I saw him at a bar. I was like, "Do you work out?"
Right.
And he was like, all the time.
And so I was like, because he's a very muscular guy. So I was like, what's your gym? And so I started going to his gym.
Right.
And he started, training me a little, trying to tell me what's some good techniques.
Like, what's the technique he taught you?
Oh, just like the squat thrusts. And, stuff like that. And he showed me how to, because, a chick likes a well-groomed guy, but still a manly guy. So he was, showing me how he shaves his arms to show off his tats and stuff like that. And then he was like, I work on this show. And I was like, I'm such a big fan. And he was like, well, why don't you come in and we'll see if we can find a spot for you.
Isn't it true you guys talked about it in the steam room? He said, well, why don't you come into the steam room and we'll discuss this a little further?
Yeah, I was like, do you have any more room on the show for, I don't know, an entertainment correspondent or, anything like that? And he was like, yeah, sure. Are you done working out? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, let's talk about it in the steam room.
How long did the conversation in the steam room last?
I don't know. It was probably 45 minutes or so.
45 minutes in a steam room?
Well, yeah, I mean...
It's a long time in a steam room.
Well, we were throwing back and forth ideas.
Ideas?
Yeah.
Really? What was one of the ideas?
One was to do entertainment reporting. And to talk about maybe some of the techniques we have picking up chicks. That was some of the ideas.
All right, well...
So, I mean...
That's just wonderful.
Yeah. We were just...
Were you naked in there?
Technically, I guess. I was with a towel on. We had towels on.
He had a towel on too?
Yeah.
Was he naked under the towel?
I have no idea because we had the towels on the whole time, definitely.
Oh, okay.
They didn't accidentally fall off at all.
I mean, not that I recall. Steve has a bigger waist than me because he's so muscular. So it's harder for him to tie the towel around the waist. So it could have slipped. But I don't know for sure. Because
he's so hairy that
I don't
look like he's still wearing a dark towel.
I really wasn't paying attention at all like that. We were just sort of thinking creatively.
Water couldn't penetrate his cock. It's like the rainforest. There's a canopy over his cock.
He has a fucking petrified helmet.
There's actually insects they had never discovered inside of his cock.
Turn up AJ's music so you can get out of here. AJ Poopy Shits, everyone, and another hopefully entertainment report coming soon, right?
You got it, guys.
Hey, it was nice meeting you.
Wow.
You too, Bob.
All right, there he goes, AJ Poopy Shits.
Shoulders kind of move all funny when he talks.
Oh, God.
Sam!
What?
You missed AJ Poopy Shits.
Thank God.
Why? What's the problem?
You like AJ Poopy Shits?
He entertained us for a while.
Where the hell were you?
Yeah.
I don't listen. I'm not going to stick around. AJ Poopy Shits is not, funny to me.
I think he's hilarious.
Really?
He's a great guy.
No, I don't like that.
A homophobe?
I think he's a
Sounds like
he sounds gay. And
Do you think he's gay?
Yeah. He sounds like he's covering up for a lot.
That's fighting words right there.
So you think AJ's gay?
I think he is. Like me personally, yeah, from what I hear on the show.
So he doesn't like chicks in their tits?
I don't think so. He says he does.
Right. Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out.
I mean, I don't know. Steve has never told us how he met AJ. He won't. Their stories are very
I know how they met.
How?
He told us they met in a bar in Chelsea.
At a bar in Chelsea? That doesn't sound gay?
Well, when you put it that way, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
And then they went out to the gym to work out together, and he taught him squat thrusts.
Squat thrusts in the gym?
That's what he said.
They work out together.
Yeah.
And then they had a meeting in the steam room for 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah. 45 minutes in the steam room, yeah.
That doesn't sound gay. Who spends 45 minutes in a steam room?
We couldn't shake the guy, though. He answered every question perfectly. We couldn't shake him.
Well, it's completely suspicious to me.
Completely suspicious.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Steve took a liking to him, and he's got his own little gig.
Well, why does Steve take a liking to him?
I don't know why.
Sounds like a queer.
Right. He's not that great. He's he doesn't have any inside information when it comes to Hollywood. That's stuff that's been on TMZ for weeks.
Yeah.
He's not even talking about anything. I mean,
or maybe we decide not to play it and then said, what the hell? Maybe that disc has been sitting around for weeks and we weren't sure if we should bury that bit or not.
Was that topical news at one point?
Yeah, maybe a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not like
I think AJ's stock rised a little bit today.
I can't believe
Rose
it.
a little bit today, sure. All right. Thank you, Sam. Thank
All
you,
right.
AJ, wherever you are.
Watch out, dude. He's in the hallways. I don't know. He
Yeah.
might have heard what you just said about him.
Yeah,
he's all man, too. He's all man.
He's all man,
I'll
dude.
bet he is.
Hey, we got Bob Kelly audio from your Saturday show where you puked, and we also got. We were handed a disc before we left commercial radio today. Tom Chiasano.
Oh, yeah.
The one that is a bore and wears really awful ties.
And has braces.
At 60 years old.
He has braces.
He's very happy with the Opie and Anthony show, but he thinks we need to add more music.
Or sounds of some sort.
Yes, to pepper into whatever we're talking about.
Right.
So if we were talking about, an example was Britney Spears, there should be a Britney Spears song
Like
playing.
Crazy or something, playing in the background.
Yeah.
Just to what? Punch it up or pump it up a little bit?
Yeah.
So, Tom has been telling us this for a while. We're
Hey,
like,
hold on, before the message boards go crazy, they gotta play music. He's saying to pepper the bits up, not to play songs.
Oh, no. Just
Like a music
underneath,
bed.
yeah, underneath what we're doing.
Or sounds of some sort.
Right. So we're like, yeah. And we continue doing our show because we don't really feel like listening to anybody. We've been successful without listening to people. So we're like, yeah.
So
whatever.
fuck everybody, right?
So then he
That's what we
has
say.
now taken it to the next level. He took, a half hour of our show, and he had Tim and the gang over there add music and things that could help the bit.
This is from yesterday.
I'm not sure, a recent show. Travis is in here. Travis, the first example is what Tim would have done. What does that mean?
Well, because originally we were going to play...
okay.
the original.
But all right, we decided we don't need to play
Yeah, this is
the
from
original.
yesterday's show.
All right.
So you guys were talking about the ratings in New York
Okay.
and how the Spanish station's the only one that's beating you.
Okay, so when we did this, we just talked about the ratings and talked about, a Spanish station is beating us. That's it. So Tim took that and added some sounds to give us an example of how we could make the show better.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And Tom, by the way, forced Tim to do this. Tim thinks we're great. Tim doesn't think we really need help like this, but he has to listen to Tom. So here you go. And we are number 2.
Nice.
In the New York area.
Behind a España station.
Yeah, behind
España.
Behind the Spanish bastards.
Yeah. Who I hear get away with murder because it's, a different language.
Yeah, no one knows what they're saying every morning. But they
no one
know
knows
it's
to
filthy.
report them.
They know it's filthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how to report
You
them.
don't know to report them, and the people that are listening to them don't care.
See, I took 6 years of Spanish growing up.
Yeah.
I've tuned in the channel.
Yeah.
I have no clue. No clue.
They're all the dirty words you never learned in school.
Right. Well, because they teach you, proper Spanish, if there is such a thing. Not the dirty street Spanish.
Yeah.
That is actually being spoken.
Okay. So
La Bamba Music.
La Bamba would have been, music. Version of La Bamba
Now remember,
would
when
have
we
been.
did this yesterday, there was no music behind that.
As there
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
have been.
Right, of course.
And the music like punched it up.
Yeah.
Well, the next example is, it's written here, constant music is absolutely necessary. What's that about? Travis.
Oh, yeah. Listen for the smooth transition between songs.
Okay. So remember, what you're about to hear
Constant music is absolutely
is a bit of our show
That's
from
good.
yesterday where we did it dry. There was nothing. No music, no sound effects. And if we followed Tom's advice, he would like it to sound more like this. Go into some of these neighborhoods, they'll openly laugh at you.
Yeah.
It's like speaking proper English. Imagine walking around speaking proper English.
No.
Well, that's what the Spanish thing's all about. You got to learn that dirty Spanish.
Is that like
That dirty
English?
gutter Spanish.
Is the Spanish you learn in school like speaking like Shakespeare wrote?
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
So it's
exactly.
It's like that.
Yes.
Oh, that's silly.
You need to learn the Spanish slang. You need how to get down and dirty with your Spanish.
Tom is joking. It sounds like you're on hold. He couldn't be fucking serious.
Dude, he handed all of us this disc.
This
was his project the last few days.
It sounds so wacky.
sucks.
It sounds wacky and zoo-like and
It's actually worse than
It's
Zoo.
distracting.
It's worse
yeah,
than that.
it's distracting from what you're just saying.
That's what we try to impress upon them. Sometimes they're right, and like maybe the Britney song we talk about Britney.
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
fun.
There's something like that.
But like I remember one of the examples was when we talked to when we had the boiled meat barbecue. Whenever somebody said gooey duck, we should have had a duck quacking.
Really?
I thought
that's funny
because it would have added to the bit.
Yeah, layers.
Well,
Sure.
I'd have gone with the gooey part and just had a clip from Slap Happy.
Exactly.
Gooey duck.
Well, the next example, just a few more here. Travis typed out, did somebody say tools?
Oh, yeah, this is during this is during a Home Depot discussion about how ratings...
oh, no.
You remember this?
Yeah, but
Okay.
now I know. Did somebody say tools?
By the way, if there's fucking buzzsaw sounds and tool sounds, I'm gonna fucking set the studio on fire tomorrow.
And these people, and I'll just say it this way, and these people wonder why we don't listen to anybody, because no one has ever given us anything worth listening to.
I gotta hear it.
It's like the tool section in Home Depot.
What?
You know, you look around the tool section.
Get the fuck out of here!
This is a joke.
Stop it! Stop it!
Because it's almost like, all right, I'm gonna play the part.
Like Anthony brings his toolbox to work now.
Yes.
In between bits, he's hammering and power drilling, and
I'm gonna be the listener.
during the bits, whatever.
This is the listener, according to Tom. Can you play? Just play that again.
Okay.
It's like the tool section in Home Depot.
What would that sound like?
You know, you look around the tool section in Home Depot.
Yeah.
Their goal isn't to get a bunch of women in there to buy some Ryobi drills or something.
But they don't mind a dumb broad going in and
occasionally she goes and picks something up.
Pick up a power tool or
Of
something.
course. Occasionally she's going in there and picking something up. But for the most part,
For her pleasure.
a bunch
by
of
the
guys in it. For her pleasure.
way. Power drill for her pleasure. Right, go ahead.
But for the most part, it's a bunch of guys going in there. That's what they expect. That's what they're gunning for, advertising for.
Right.
And that's what they get.
How about this? That's good.
Oh,
and
my
by the way, I would like us to show Tom that we're on the same team, to take one of our bits
Just gonna.
and put sounds in
Yeah.
it that I'm sure he would appreciate. But we should do this. Who's the boss over there?
Oh, Tom.
No, I like that sound that go with.
Tom Giussano.
And what does he always wear?
A tie.
Well, the next.
What
want another
did
example?
Travis write for this one?
More tornado sounds, please.
You guys are talking about your latest animation on iTunes.
These guys learned well from us. They've all become very sarcastic.
Smart
A bunch
asses.
of sarcastic bastards.
But what does he think the fucking like? He's expecting things that are like you have to know what someone's going to say. Right? Who's going to have tool sounds
ready? To go.
What
Right.
do we have? Fucking 8 million buttons, one sound for every word.
Here we go. Here we go.
So then I hammered.
Now, once again,
Clank, clank, clank.
once again,
I was
remember.
walking, clap, 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 clap. We get it, old timey radio.
Once again, remember what you're about to hear. When we originally did this, there was nothing. This is Tom taking our audio and enhancing it, and thinking we should maybe follow this and try to do more of this.
Can
Here
we give
go.
this to Dan Mason and have Tom fired?
We got a nice little deal with iTunes in the podcast section. There's O&A Shorts. They're animated features of some of our bits. And the latest one is Italian Storm Chasers.
Yes.
It's hilarious, man.
Remember that one.
I watched that again last.
Now, I want everyone to register. Eric is on the fucking E-Rock's on the fucking button for the sounds.
Yeah.
I want everyone to register how fucking fast Lickety Split Chiasano expects E-Rock to be thinking.
I know.
This is how fast Eric is supposed to think. Can we play that one more time? No one knows where this is going.
Right.
But E-Rock is supposed to be ready. All right.
They're
8 million
animated
buttons.
features of some of our bits. And the latest one is Italian Storm Chasers.
Yes.
It's hilarious,
Chasers,
man.
you didn't even
Get the
I
word
watched that
chasers
again.
out, and the wind started up already. How the fuck?
I think I have E-Rock's. Okay, can I do my impression of E-Rock's mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, as it's playing.
It's hilarious, man.
Remember that one.
I watched that again last night.
Yeah, the
I was
beginning where
laughing my ass
it
off.
kicks in.
Yeah.
Italian Storm Chasers. Chasers.
We got a nice little deal with iTunes
Where's this going?
in the podcast section.
Where's this
There's
going?
O&A Shorts. They're animated features of some of our bits. And the latest one is Italian Storm Chaser.
Got it! Yes.
It's hilarious, man.
I remember that one.
I watched that again last night. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We had a tornado touchdown in Brooklyn, which is just ridiculous, proving that we're all doomed. That
Unheard of.
That the environment is changing for the worse. And we did a little bit on it with the local, the local flavor. Chasing the tornadoes. And it's now animated up on iTunes. And we promote that because we're very proud of that. It's a huge, huge way to market the Opie and Anthony show. And you don't have to buy anything. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a free download. So if you got the iTunes, go and check that out and download it to your device.
Wow. This was all done in post-production.
He's just trying to show us examples. Like Scott from Michigan writes, Opie said hilarious. I don't understand what hilarious means unless you play laughter behind Opie saying hilarious.
Holy mother of God.
Yep. Tom was on the show today. Here's what we got to do. To do this, we should get some sounds and play them behind Tom talking on the show, because I think that would give an indication of
that would be hilarious.
I think we should do it. Well, we've got him, right? We got audio of him.
Of course.
Sure. Let's grab some.
Yeah.
No, my love.
We have two more. Tim adds music to the conversation.
Yeah, the last two, you guys are talking about Hillary and Obama at the primary.
Okay.
In New Hampshire. That's pretty much it.
And Hillary beat Obama.
Actually, I'm a little frightened.
They're calling it a stunning New Hampshire victory.
Could we play that?
But
I got to be Iraq. Okay, I'm Iraq. All right. Where are they going to go here? Where are they going to go? Okay.
Oh, you got some first, because then I got some.
Yeah.
All right, start with Jimmy.
And Hillary beat Obama.
Got it!
actually, I'm a little frightened.
All I'm thinking, if we're going to go down this road,
and Hillary beat Obama.
As soon as you hear Obama, it should be some Biggie Smalls or something. Some kind of gangster rap. If we're really going to play this game.
And Hillary beat Obama.
Got it!
Actually, I'm a little frightened.
They're calling it a stunning New Hampshire victory.
Yeah, but look at what she had to do in order to win. Because I look at the cover of the New York Post.
All right, so that music plays through the whole thing.
Oh, Tom is terrific.
And then finally this one. More music added. Just for the hell of that.
Okay.
Hell of it. Because basically what he's saying is that we're not interesting enough without music.
Just talking. We need bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't really give a crap who the next president's going to be.
Oh, I do.
I'm pushing for Obama because it's driving Anthony crazy. But
President Hunter. President Duncan Hunter.
Yeah, we'll get into Duncan Hunter in a second. But the thing I wanted to say about Hillary.
Sorry, I was just playing some effects.
You want to? Well, do we have the dry audio? We do, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want to play some effects there?
Yeah, let's see if we can, if we have some here.
All right, wait. Let me see if I got a few here too.
Oh.
Are we allowed to play our Blazing Saddles clips?
I don't know. Just let her rip.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Particular content. Why can't you play those? I don't know.
That's all right.
Because we'll get fired. Really? And I have a mortgage to pay.
All right.
I wish AJ Poopy Shits was here. Me too. We should have played some music underneath him. We should rape him.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We did have music underneath.
All right, we'll do
How about
what...
when Tom talks, we play taps. He likes music. Let's get taps by tomorrow.
All right, let's do what Tom wants us to do. Here's the dry audio from yesterday.
And I don't really give a crap who the next president's going to be.
Oh, I do.
I'm pushing for Obama because it's driving Anthony crazy. But
President Hunter. President Duncan Hunter.
Yeah, we'll get into Duncan Hunter in a second. But the thing I wanted to say about Hillary, it just shows you how fickle people are. She shows a human side to her yesterday, right? We played the audio of her kind of crying, not really. She was on the verge, but you heard.
Yeah, she got a little misty. They called it.
You heard a bit of emotion in her voice.
Oh,
not that dumb robot voice
like
that
an
we've been making fun of for years. And I think her people are listening to our show.
Her peeps.
Oh, call us crazy. That's okay. But we're noticing that she's changing her
talking
her
or
whole
start
cadence.
sucking.
She changed her voice completely. She's going for the new, more
Nutty as a poop
accessible, just more.
By the way,
I guess
when you're telling these little
emotional.
stories, here's a
She's
good
trying to
idea.
get a personality because
so much more
for
interesting for the
years
listener.
all she did was that robot speak.
Boozy, boozy, bop, city bop. Shut up for 2 minutes.
I'm not good.
All right, well, thank you, Tom.
It's never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
Well, you know, we need a little work. But we'll get there.
All right.
Oh, my God. Is he fucking
The
serious?
fucking drill sounds were horrendous.
Oh, and you knew it was coming.
I'd quit the show if I heard it.
Oh.
Hey, guys, get the drill sounds ready.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Home Depot.
Can you imagine?
That'll get the people listening.
That should be followed by a gunshot. Whoever suggested it.
Hey,
and not a sound effect.
Oh, no. I mean,
Actual
really.
gunshot.
Bob, you coming back tomorrow?
I think so.
Because we got to play the puking thing, but
Yeah.
we just ran out of time. So
Yeah, I think I'm coming back tomorrow.
all right, can you remind us? We'll be
coming tomorrow?
reminded.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a big show tomorrow. We got Bob, Louie, and Patrice.
Wow.
And Jimmy, of course.
Oh, fucking abuse back and
Oh, it's
forth.
gonna get
Here we
ugly
go.
tomorrow.
One of those goddamn shows
be one of
where
those shows
everyone's
tomorrow.
a fucking asshole to each other.
Everybody should get a lot of sleep tonight.
Yeah.
You're going to need it.
Good luck getting sleep.
Fuck.
Call of Duty, motherfucker.
I might call in
See
sick.
you on later.
You gonna play tonight?
Yeah, have to.
I gotta go to bed tonight.
Our line of the day, guys. It's going to take us about 20 minutes. We got
line of
we
the
got a
day.
lot of stuff here.
Wow, shit.
BowDogFantasy.net. Thank you. Thank you, BowDogFantasy.net. I know this. One of our listeners won $4,000 from BowDogFantasy.net. I'll do my own copy. That's crap. That's crap. Check out how you can win a trip to Vegas. This isn't crap. Right now at BowDogFantasy.net. We like these guys. We just think maybe they should think about the copy a little more than they do. That's all. It's a great website. Not great copywriter. So, BowDogFantasy.net. Here's a runner-up line of the day.
Follow me, dude.
Apocalypse Cow. That was my. I think that was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
We'll do these fast.
Where's Ralphie? Man, I want him to laugh. He's just loud. I like Ralphie.
Another runner-up line of the day.
Like Rowan's face looks like. You ever use iChat and put the effects on it?
Dude, I was just doing that the other day. That's why that's so fucking funny. Wow, poor Roland. Another runner-up line of the day.
Name is Brondell. Brondell 6. I got the 600, but the
Whoa,
7.
the
I wish I got
600.
the 700 or the 800.
Why?
Because my
they're-
weight?
That could have been line of the day for me. Oh, is that funny?
Wow.
Another runner-up? Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That was wonderful.
Good teasing.
Tora, my pants.
A little more weight goofing on you, Bobby.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Like,
Poking
Is that it?
I think it's another runner.
fucking fun at Bob because he's a little heavier.
All right. One more.
husky.
One more runner-up.
Not just.
That's what you shit through?
Yeah. There's a high chair. You shit into a high chair.
Car seat.
Does it face backwards?
It looks like an oversized Bluetooth.
That was a good one. That was fun.
Dirk already has a punched-up version of Tom talking.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, can we hear that before
Wow.
we do line of the day? Let's hear it.
What's today's problem? Go ahead,
How are you?
Tom. We had a great show today, but now we have to leave
Wait,
wondering.
maybe
No, no,
hold
I
on,
just-
maybe
I-
What?
think-
Nah,
do you
it's
think-
never good. Go
No,
ahead.
do you think the blow-off had anything to do with the fact that yesterday during the show, you said that he was going to call in and you called him a publicity whore, and that was the promo that the station ran after that?
There you go.
There it is.
There you go, fucking Larry Logic.
Fucking Jimmy, man.
This chick on Springer was so pissed off she had to show her boobs to the audience to show them. Bob Kelly, Caroline's. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 212-757-4100. And then you got the Comedy Central special on the 18th of January.
Yes,
10 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
Gotta just shut the F
Where
up.
is he picketing?
In front of the golf.
In front of the golf channel.
Oh, someone should just come out with a bag and hand it to him and go, okay, come on.
Gregorio!
That was a damn funny
that was
one.
good, man. Anthony, line of the day.
I was listening to that on the way in. That's my line.
All right, we're going for the quick out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I just love listening to Opie and Anthony. Sometimes I laugh so hard, I forget about all the times my Uncle Henry rubbed my special place.